Hey, what's going on, everyone? Justin from the future. Before we begin with our third episode of the NAMELESS podcast, we would just like to preface this episode. This episode does delve into some personal topics. For the sake of our team's privacy and our guests' privacy, we will be omitting certain names and possible things that we would like to keep to ourselves. Overall, this episode was our first real test in doing this whole podcast thing. And we hope this doesn't take away from the experience we would like to give to everyone. Huge shout out to our guest Rui Met Jodi for coming on to the episode. From Jay, Peter, and I, we thank you for your support. Please enjoy the third episode of the NAMELESS podcast.
You're not adding this on the podcast.
Well, guess what, buddy? We're recording.
I know we're recording. You're not adding this on the podcast.
And you're probably going to ear rip the mic now, bro. Okay. This guy, see?
Is it actually?
Yes.
Why do we never say one? We've done this the last 3 episodes, and it's so fucking confusing.
Because I need an intro.
I was talking about the most diabolical shit. Bro, oh my god. I always skip the beginning. So I'm like, bro, what the fuck is
I need the intro, bro.
Alright.
Anyways,
Clap.
yeah, it's tradition around here to clap.
Clap.
Oh, I thought this was like for sinking. No, you guys are just clapping.
No, it's blessed.
Yeah,
We're blessed.
We didn't think we'd get this far, to be honest. We thought we'd done it.
Jay, you're not even speaking into your mic.
Hello?
Yes.
Okay, there we
That's
go.
better.
Honestly, we thought we'd be done after episode 1. But, here we are, episode 3.
Yeah.
Strong.
Welcome back to the NAMELESS podcast.
Was anyone episode 1?
No, it was just us three.
Yeah, that's.
And my scuffed mic, because,
Yeah, because
Audio.
you never told me
I
that.
didn't know. I thought it was just gonna work, but whatever.
Okay. Yeah. Anyways, welcome back to the NAMELESS podcast. We are still your hosts for some odd reason.
What do you mean some odd reason we started it?
No, I thought we were just gonna end it like soon, bro. I thought we would just get bored.
I mean, going strong.
But we're going strong. Yeah. So anyways, Justin.
Jay.
Peter.
Wow, doesn't even plan me. Guys,
I know.
crazy.
What do you mean? I'm doing
bro,
everybody, bro.
On Martin Luther King weekend too.
Oh my god, I don't
every
want to
weekend?
hear it, bro. Is that every? It's Thursday. It's Thursday. You dumb fuck.
I swear you said that shit like 2 weekends ago.
Yeah. Yo, nah, bro. That's this, bro. You can't use that as leverage all the time. Yeah. So new episode comes with new guests, and today we have. You guys want to introduce yourselves?
I'm Rui.
I'm Jodi.
And
Welcome.
They're in a relationship.
Okay.
Okay.
We need relationship advice from other people other than us three.
We're all broken and we're all like depressed. And
Yeah.
We're all like watching Pedro Pascal at night and shit.
Like-
It's like
I did not watch Last of Us. I have no clue what you're talking about.
Yeah, you're actually missing out.
crying in a meme.
Oh my god, bro. What the fuck?
You made a bad choice coming on this episode, then, brother.
We're not talking about The Last of Us instead, to be honest. Fuck that.
Oh my god.
Yeah, like I said, we need help.
Nah, but okay. We're originally supposed to do topics, and last episode we just didn't.
Yeah,
So
that was bad.
this episode
I mean,
we're
you
gonna
kind
like.
of did. Last week was like.
You did, like,
last
segments.
episode
We did segments.
Yeah,
like
we
It
did,
was kind of like about friend groups and shit.
Kind of.
Yeah. Like there's some we got, and then other topics we just.
What was your planned topic for that episode?
The whole plan was about stuff between Nathan and Harry, or the stuff about them and what they
Yeah.
want to do. But we just started talking about movies, and it piled onto other more
just
shit too.
fucking went-
No, the original plan was actually it was just gonna be a purely aftermath episode from what
the
happened at the
Maddie.
Maddie.
Well, the Maddie, yes.
That's why I named it Aftermath.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
then we just started going to like
Yeah, we-
It
bumfuck
was like
nowhere.
The first quarter was about the Maddie.
Yeah,
The
the
first
first quarter
quarter.
was about the Maddie.
And then the end, like the last part too, was also about the Maddie. Everything in between
It was just
was
like
what the fuck.
what the fuck? There's like nothing.
There's like
nothing
infinite
else.
amount of bars and
I
topics.
I know.
I was like, dude, that's what we talked
How
about.
many fucking segments did we go through? Like.
Oh my
It didn't
god.
even feel that many, but I mean, time flies, I guess.
Oh yeah, just
Yeah.
to point out, new upgrade. I got a Blue Yeti hand me down from Nathan, and fuck
Thanks,
the snowball.
What is Nathan using?
He's using the
This is,
HyperX thing, and that
Chrome-
shit's sexy.
Chroma, what do you call it?
Quadcast.
Quadcast.
I was gonna say Chromecast. What the fuck is wrong?
Chromecast. That's the shit I'm
Yeah.
using for my TV,
Yeah.
man. But yeah,
Shout out Nathan. Thanks.
yeah. Yeah, I think we are trying to focus on like trying to condense our episodes because again that last episode was really long
It was.
and
And the editing process must fucking suck too. So.
it wasn't bad. I mean, like
You guys don't cut anything, so it's not
No.
like.
no, we
It's
don't
like
cut.
you
We
have
don't
to
really
do-
cut anything
It's-
unless we like need
Yes.
to.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's like broken.
I mean, most of the time, like we know what we're talking about anyways. It's not like
we
we're
try
really
to
saying
try
some
to keep
random
it as
shit
safe
and-
as possible. So
Yeah.
it's like when it does go overboard, then yes,
Mhm.
we're gonna have to intervene. But anyway,
which I doubt will happen.
Which
I
I
mean,
doubt will
yeah.
happen. I doubt will happen.
But also, I guess just when it comes to editing like a huge podcast, it's just like you having to watch over it again and then listen each title on each segment is gonna be.
That's
I watched it in
AIDS.
2x speed. That's why.
Still though,
That,
I mean,
that's actually pretty smart.
If it's an hour, it's at least half an hour of non-stop watching.
but 2 hours.
Do you use timestamps?
Yeah.
Oh, you
Yeah.
do?
The entire
Both-
time. we're doing-
all
yeah.
my time, all my timestamps are in the description. But yeah, I think we're starting to kind of like dial it in, and yeah, the topic of today's episode is
It's like romance, relationships,
Relationships.
stuff like
Like I
that.
said, romance.
yeah. Why that was so
Romance.
like
That's
weird.
That's what you call it. Like that's what it is.
I guess.
It's true.
Quantum physics.
Yeah.
Quantum
Okay.
physics.
Anyways, let's get this out of the way. How do I not go up to any girl and just be like, please, please.
Actually, let's get into that first, because actually, there's like you guys told the story faintly, but like
Faintly.
of how you guys got together.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because how did that even like start?
You
Okay,
wanna-
I mean, because you guys, by you guys I mean mostly you and Peter already knew Jodi from before.
Yeah.
From the movie.
From the
Yeah,
movie.
and I think even before that, no.
No, we met her at the movie.
That's
Oh,
it.
That was
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
first time.
So-
Wait, the movie? Sorry.
The
Boku
My
movie?
Hero movie.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I didn't go for that
Yeah, because you're
showing
elements.
because it's an anime movie, and I did not give a fuck. So you guys already knew her.
No way. No, alright, that's the episode.
End of the episode.
It's just a work, though, right?
Like goofy
Yeah.
ass
I'll
mic.
do that again. So you guys already knew her from the movies, and I didn't go to that. And I think most of the group went to that, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
most of
A lot
it.
of people did.
So you guys already knew her, and then summer 2020 was quarantine. So we were all, because you guys talked about this first episode, I think, as well.
Yeah.
About how like we went out a lot
Yeah.
during that.
Oh
summer.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like it was almost like, if not every day, it was like every other day.
Yeah.
It was to
I
the
was
same.
part of that too.
Yeah,
Crazy.
it was to the same park every time. No doxing, anyways.
We've already doxed ourselves plenty of times.
All right, not that deal. And then we kept going, and then Simone kept, which is one of our friends, kept bringing like, she showed up one time, and eventually, because we kept hanging out more and more people started showing up as well. Because then like, the people from our other group, so like Anthony and shit, started showing up as well, and then more and more people started stacking, and eventually Simone brought Jodi, and that's the first time I like actually met her. I'd heard of her because of the movie and shit, but then that was like the first time we met, if that makes sense.
I didn't even talk to you.
Yeah, exactly. It wasn't actually like a formal meeting or anything. It was just like hi.
Hey,
That's
hi.
Yeah.
I don't even think I said hi.
it.
Bye,
Someone
us.
introduced us like
Oh, okay.
properly.
I just
think she
remember-
introduced you to everyone, no?
I just remember taking your BMX bike
Yeah.
and saw your beard.
Yeah.
Oh, Louis quarantine beard.
Fuck no,
Great.
baby.
Oh,
Anyways, and then I guess what was that? Like, we'll stop that section. Like when we met, how was that from your side? I guess.
Me, I just like, cause Simone's parents were like, "Oh, more girls need to be there." So I'm like, "Okay, I guess I'll come." So then I come, and then I didn't really expect anything. I just expected to like bike with you guys, not really interact. But then you guys were like a lot nicer than I thought. So, and then
It's more than a sausage party.
Yeah. Honestly, it was a sausage party for a long time.
There was
Yeah.
a lot of us though. I'm
I
not
mean,
gonna lie.
there was so
There's
many. I was
dudes.
not
Bro.
gonna lie, I was kind of intimidated by the amount of guys there were, cause I never hung out with guys, cause I was in an all girls school,
Yeah.
and I only had girlfriends and
I
stuff.
mean,
Yeah,
it
I
got
was
to
gonna touch on that.
it got to the
later.
point
Oh.
where like, I think didn't Sandra and that group start coming as well?
Yeah,
for
at first,
sometimes?
at first it was Sandra's like kind of circle with like her, Sarah, Vanessa. That's how it really started. That's how like those were like the first girls we.
Yeah.
Why am I quoting? Like, but those are the first girls that actually came into our group. Because we went to an all boys school, so no beaches. So like. No beaches.
That's it? Really?
So that was how we like met. And
Oh.
then
So
from-
how did that start?
Escalate and shit,
I
you
wanna
know?
hear your side.
Okay, so
Because I
basically.
know I came from fucking you.
It did. So basically, I just found her hot. That's how it started.
Interesting.
Interesting.
What do you mean? I mean, I knew nothing about her apart from that you guys knew her and she was nice. And just visually, I just found her very attractive. And then from there, because that wasn't like the one time you showed up, you kept showing up more and more. And we
Yeah.
kept going on like more. Like when I say we, I mean like literally everyone was like fucking 20 people.
Yeah.
We're 20 deep. It was
Yeah.
actually
20 deep.
crazy.
And
Taking up the whole
and-
sidewalk.
yeah, we kept hanging out more and more, and then so I was interested in you, and you were like ultra dense, and you had no clue. And then I DM'd you about an unrelated thing that was actually unrelated. I needed help in my essay for you to review it, because I asked Simone, and she was like, I have no fucking clue. Ask Jody because she's like better at English. And I was like, okay.
Why'd you ask me?
The worst person to ask.
You are horrendous at English.
Ask English. What do you
Yeah,
mean?
keyword past English. You didn't do well in English.
That's me.
Fine.
I fucked up in English. That was all good though.
So I DM'd you, and then we kept DMing after that as well.
Wait, before you continue, was this I think I'm like skipping like a whole like arc or something, but it was that one time when we like downtown
No.
and we came here. You guys were in danger that time or what?
Oh, what?
Downtown.
No, not downtown, but Lakeshore.
I was not.
No, they weren't.
They weren't there, right?
No.
This was
The first time
they
she showed
were
up, it was
showing up
at
like
It
This
was-
part.
This park, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Okay. My bad. Sorry.
Right,
Alright,
park
Yeah.
down the street.
no, like that
The one
park.
near his.
One near my house.
Where the
The big
condos
park
have
near
the-
my house with grass.
the
and
condos.
trees and condos.
the condos.
And
The one that shall not be
ponds.
named, so that way I won't die.
Oh.
And get
Oh, yeah.
So.
You guys kept DMing each other and stuff like
So
that
we
too.
kept DMing and stuff. We kept in touch, and then we kept hanging out in the group setting and stuff, and then. The first time we hung out more like individually, still wasn't one-on-one. It was me,
Simone,
JC, and you, because we were all in a Discord call, and it was like fucking 5 a.m. By the way, this summer, everyone's sleep schedule was like omega fucked.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Literally.
So it was like 6 a.m. almost, and then
That's
we
so
were all
bad.
in
Crazy.
Discord, and we were like, "Yo, the sun's coming up. You guys want to watch it at the park?" And because there's like a big hill we can watch it at, that's like really good. So we went. That was like a more like less of a group setting. It was like still a group setting, but not as many people, so we actually got to interact a bit more. And then kept DMing I think like a few more bit of time, like weeks I think,
Yeah.
went by, and then it was the same type of situation, but this time it was just me, you, and
Simone.
And I think it was that time. It'll have been like what 2-3 weeks since we'd met,
I
not
think,
even.
I think like 2.5
Yeah,
weeks.
something like that. Since like the first time the Simone brought her, and I had enough interest where I was like, I think I'm just gonna ask her out. And I told this to Simone because
Simone knew though.
Simone knew. Because the thing is, while we were up in that hill, she went to take a picture of like a butterfly or something that was on the fence, and me and Simone were sitting down, and I told Simone about this with that time, while she was taking the picture. And Simone was like freaking out. She almost
She almost exposed
Yeah,
you, not gonna lie.
and then the week after that, or like the day after that, I think it was either a day or 2 days right after
I
that.
don't remember.
I was texting Simone like, should I just do it or should I wait?
Crazy.
And then
Crazy.
And then that night we went, just the two of us.
Yeah.
Um.
Not night, morning.
Yeah, I mean night into morning.
Oh yeah.
Sorry.
What?
What? I was waiting to ask when you're gonna ask me the Rizzler, but like, sorry. Sorry.
I didn't even know your fucking stories at that point. You were on like some other.
Bro, I was tweaking. That
No,
whole-
bro, this guy
I
was on. This guy was on like,
I
bro.
was on a perk 30 that whole month, bro. I was.
That was.
You're
That's why when I came back, I was like, I need to catch up on the lore because what the fuck is going on? I'm like, what?
You went on some other shit that we may or may not get into later.
Bro, you're walking up like a. You're walking up an escalator that goes down, bro. So it's like you have no control over this
It
shit.
was so fucked up. I don't even get into it later. I don't give a shit.
So then, I think it was that night, morning, quote unquote. We were both on call, and then we were like, "You want to just go watch the sunset?" And we did.
It wasn't sunset. It was sunrise.
Sunrise, sorry, yeah. And then I just told her like, "Yo, I kind of like you. You want to go out?"
And then.
And then she was like, whatever the fuck anti-Riz is, that was her, because she was like so dense. She was like, "I like you too," but in like the most friend way. And
I remember what I said. I said, "I like you. You're a good person."
yeah, some shit
That
like
is,
that.
I would have killed myself.
I would have went off the. I would have went off the hill, bro. I just would have been like,
I would have grabbed my mic. I would have.
yo, just go down, no brakes, bro, no
The
brakes.
thing is, then I was just like, "Nah, I like you as like more than that." And she was like, "Oh."
Oh.
And then, from there, I think we just kept talking throughout the day about like about
You guys
like when we
feelings?
thought about it and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then
Like we just talked about like, oh, these are like my concerns about if we do start dating
and like expectations
and expectations, stuff like that.
Yeah, I was gonna ask that because I remember you were kind of hesitant, or not hesitant, but you were like, "Oh, we should like wait to call it official, and then we should like go out first and like
Yeah,
talk about
like-
it."
that was both of our, we both agreed that like when we mean by like dating is like legitimately dating, as in like we go on dates to figure out if we like each other.
Yeah,
Yeah.
not like boyfriend girlfriend.
Yeah.
Not
'Cause I
that.
think I remember during that time, everyone's all like very, very skeptical about you two.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like, yo, wait, Rui and Jodi.
we were starting to like kind to put
Yeah,
all
push
the
it together.
connect all the dots.
Because I was
Yeah.
pulling a J
Connecting.
sometimes and just like leaving call to go on
Pulling a J.
Now,
Oh God.
For what? Like, what did you gain from that?
Because you did this for fucking. You still do this shit every time you meet someone new, motherfucker.
This guy, no, there's two sides of the spectrum. It's like you have Rui, where it's like, it's good, and then Jay, where it's just like,
It goes downhill.
What do you mean?
where it's just like nothing because it's just bad.
So that because like we were, I would leave call to go on call with you and like watch a movie or something, and
To watch Demon Slayer.
that too.
Oh, interesting. Yeah.
Interesting.
Go on
You
about
gotta
that.
do what you gotta do.
Oh my God, I have something to
And
say.
then-
I have something to say. I have shit to say.
And then from there we went on like a date or two. It was like 1.5, I guess.
Oh my God!
And then
Sorry, I'm at 5-year-old. My fault. Sorry. Go ahead.
I'll pause there and let her talk about her point of view, and then we'll move on from there.
So yeah, you basically said everything though.
Yeah.
But like, you vouch for it. Like, it's actually like legit what happened.
It is legit what happened.
Okay.
But from my perspective, I just thought he was being nice.
Yo, I see oh my God, I saw this one Reddit post where it was like this girl or this poster on Reddit was like what do you call it? Like, I know I'm trying to remember it. It was like this girl was like giving obvious signs to him, and then he thought that she was just being nice because she was Canadian. It was so weird.
What are you talking
I'll find the post later. I'll find the post later and I will show you.
What the
It was
fuck?
so weird.
No, but that's actually me, cause like, from my perspective, I always like perceive like anybody that tries to talk to me, they just want to be friends. Like any like guy girl doesn't matter. I just assume that they want to be friends, and so I don't have like that.
You don't have the cue.
I don't
Where
have
it's
the
just
cue.
like,
yeah.
oh.
So that's why when
Yeah,
Rui,
she was like nowhere near the mindset of like even conceiving that someone could romantically think about it.
Yeah, exactly. So when he said he liked me, that's why I said that answer.
Yeah, it makes sense because that was your first relationship.
Yeah,
right?
it's
And
my
it
first
says two,
relationship.
I would assume.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was like, I would think that when he asked you, it's like did you like doubt that like there's no way, like did you have in your mind like yeah he does like me but I don't want to believe he likes me?
Oh yeah, 100%.
Oh my God.
110%.
He was making it obvious.
Because not like what 2 weeks later I met your friends or like I talked to your friends.
Yeah.
And they talked about how like she after that went home and like talked to them about like, does he really like me though? It's like, bro, I just told you.
Brother, in fairness, I was at an all-girls school. I had no
guess.
riz when it comes to guys.
I guess.
I had riz when it comes to girls,
Oh,
cause I'm gay. But anyways,
honestly, but like I think that's pretty interesting because honestly I would not expect him in 1,000 years to like shoot his shot. Like,
That, like, yeah. I mean,
Like,
no
wait,
diss,
you
no diss,
told
no
me-
diss,
yeah, no
no
diss.
That's not a diss.
No
That's not a diss. Like he's a handsome guy. No.
No homo. You must say no homo. What the fuck?
But, like I was like, there's no way this guy is just gonna like get a girlfriend just randomly just like that. Because I was like, it's just not happening. I didn't think
oh
it
my
was on his
god,
mind.
I'm telling you guys, you don't need riz to bag a girl.
Yeah.
You just need to be honest.
Yeah. Oh.
That is
You just
not.
gotta commit.
Commit?
Because you, I told you this before. You have to commit. But yeah, basically, then after the first dates, then we talked about like, do we want to make it official? Yes, no, like, maybe.
I was the one that asked you out.
Yes. What?
I was the one that asked if you wanted to be my boyfriend.
Yes, because I remember this. We talked about like we want to make it official, and you baited me because you were like,
Oh yeah, I did.
What do you mean by that? What do you mean? What do you mean by that?
Wait,
What do you mean by that?
wait, listen. So
I baited him to be my boyfriend.
So basically, I was like, so do you want to make this official? Like, do you have any reservations, concerns about this, blah, blah, anything like that? And then she was like, oh, I want to wait till like school starts, see how that feels, if I have time to have a relationship, if I'm not too like overwhelmed and stuff. And then like the next day.
Not the next day.
Was it? What do you mean?
It was like a week later.
It was not a week later.
Yes, it was.
No shots.
You have fish memory. Don't talk.
It was not a week. I don't think it was that long. It was shortly after.
But it was a shorter period of
It
time.
was like fairly short,
Yeah.
but not the day after.
Something like that.
Interesting.
That's when you asked him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
But I asked it in a way that was like really unexpected. I'm like,
Oh, it was the day that.
oh, it's when you guys went to the park
Yeah,
again.
so we went to the park and we were like playing basketball and stuff. The smaller park that has the basketball court.
Is it the one where he assassinated you?
No.
That
Oh,
was-
wait,
that
oh.
was- that was your part.
No, that was the school one. I'm talking about the new looking one with the.
The one in
Where the
big
condos
park.
are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Bro, we
Yeah.
were
Yeah.
spamming the
course.
shit out. We were spamming the shit out of that one.
Yeah.
Anyways,
There's no school there, but
there's
yeah.
the big one and there's the
SG,
court
right?
one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's like the park that
SG.
just has hills and roads.
SG.
And there's the one that
Yeah,
has the courts
SG.
and the tennis court and the skate park.
yeah, we
Yeah.
were. Well, I mean, at least we were spamming
Yeah, we were going
SG.
there a lot.
We were spamming SG.
And then there was one day where I went to. Oh, I ate shit because fucking Brandon got in front of me.
Oh, and then you came to
yeah,
my house.
I came to her house because.
Wait, what the fuck?
Wait, is this separate from when you got assassinated when we were going to Lakeshore?
That's completely
Yes,
different
I think
timeline.
so.
You ate shit twice
I
now.
don't even remember.
You don't know. You
I
don't
remember
remember about
Lakeshore.
the. Okay,
I
no,
remember going to Lakeshore. I remember eating
no,
shit at
no.
Lakeshore.
Okay,
No, it
like
was not
literally
home.
everybody was cursed. So, CJ. See, yo,
I don't
okay,
know this.
no, you
I
should have
don't
been
know
there.
this.
Okay,
I don't know this.
so we're
Tell me.
all biking to Lakeshore, and then for some reason, CJ does some fucking somersault front flip on his bike. It was so goofy, bro. It was so goofy. And then the second person was JC, but JC was like an actual.
that was bad.
That one was
That was the
bad.
day we came here, right?
Just
To, we went.
That
It was Canada
Bonfire.
Day.
That was Bonfire.
No, no, it
The
wasn't.
day that JC like died.
Okay, so pretty much it was
No.
at High Park, and I went fuck. JC was going across a curb, and he actually just almost, or no,
Oh,
almost.
yeah, I
He
remember
ate shit.
that.
Remember that?
He ate
You were
shit.
there?
That
No,
was not
I swear to God, you were there.
I remember
ran
the
over
time
the old
you
man?
ran over like an
Oh,
old guy.
that was
That's another day. That's another day.
That was
you?
Bonfire.
People said it was me, but it was not me. It was JC.
It was
Oh,
JC.
okay, yeah.
It was
no,
like
it
a-
wasn't that day. It
So
was-
like you
it
ate
was
shit
another- it was a
twice in the.
random day.
Okay, so it was a separate
It
incident.
was
Yeah,
a
okay.
random day. We were at that park, at the skate park, and Brandon got in front of me.
You
And
shit.
I was on my bike, and I slipped, and I like ate shit, and like burned the side of my foot.
Oh my god.
With my hip.
Fuck.
And then I went to her house because it was like the closest one, and just to get like, well, not fucking
Band-Aids.
die from infection.
Polisporin.
And then because you guys also wanted me to convince her and Simone to come.
Oh yeah. I remember.
Me?
No,
No.
like everyone. Because I think we were gonna watch something or something like that.
I don't remember. this.
And
I don't
then
remember, to be honest.
I don't remember this.
Yeah.
I was not in the store,
Yeah,
so
okay.
I was not in
And
the
then-
storyline.
as I was coming back, that's when you asked me
As you're coming back from
from her house.
Like when after he got like medical supplies and
you're
shit.
like, wait, don't go.
no,
me tell you
I have to
something.
ask you something.
No,
Can I be your word?
I was trying to convince her to come because you guys were like, okay, you can only go if you convince her to come, and I was like, bruh. So
He failed miserably.
yes. So then she was like walking with me to go to the park,
Yeah, like I was trying to drop him off like at the corner or whatever.
and then she just asked me.
Yeah. I asked it like in a series of questions. I'm like,
Yes.
oh, what's my favorite color?
What?
Or not, what's your?
That's a security
Yeah.
question.
Yeah. No. What's the four digits at the back of your credit card?
What's your SIN number? What's your credit card number? But yeah, I asked like, oh, what's my favorite color? Do you know my birthday? And then I'm like, do you want to be my boyfriend? And then he said like, yeah.
I wish in my pants.
I would have been like,
Crazy.
Yeah.
Yo.
congratulations.
That's cute though. I'm not gonna lie.
No, it's actually pretty awesome.
But that's like back in like what 23
2020?
years, eh?
Oh, going
Almost,
on 3.
And
Yeah.
that's
Wow.
pretty natural too. It's not like they were like DMing each other. Back.
Yeah.
They were,
Yeah.
like, hanging
Yeah.
out,
Yeah.
going out.
Because I mean,
touching
we
grass.
kind of
Touching
had.
Shut the fuck up.
Touching grass, you know.
We
going on
were
bike
kind of
rides.
forced to at
We were
that
kinda
point, so it
forced to
kind
do
of
that
like
after COVID.
it kind of blended all together.
That wasn't after. That was like beginning
or
of
like
COVID.
beginning, yeah.
I
We were
will
just like, fuck this.
I will say though, if
Yeah.
Rui tried to ask me out at any other time, I would have said no.
That's
Why?
crazy.
If he asked, if
like, he
if this
asked me
wasn't
out-
happening today,
Like if
And
he
if
asked
he
me
asked
out
you
any
now?
year prior to 2020, I would have said no.
what about
Why?
now?
Now, I mean,
well,
what's
you don't know.
I don't
What
know.
do you
Okay, I
because
guess
I'm
so.
dating him
Yeah.
already, but
Why would you say that?
because like 2020 was like my peak. Like I was like taking care of myself
Oh,
and
you're like
shit.
an
I was
egoist.
like, I came out of like my slump from high school and I
Damn.
was just like thriving. And if he asked at any other time, I would be like, no.
Nah, and then Rui just came and just like,
Fuck.
No, the
So
beginning
it's
of
not-
2020 was actually a clickbait. The beginning of 2020 was looking so good.
I know, right?
And then it hit April, and then it was like, it just went so fucking bad.
It
But I was
did.
like, it's like whatever, man, it happens.
Oh, that was bad though.
No, because our whole thing was between July and August.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this was in the summer.
But in the summer it went like this.
Yeah,
In
summer.
my opinion.
It was
Yeah,
like
summer was
here
going
and
good.
then it
It
just
went
went
like
up.
yeah.
I
So-
unfortunately wasn't a part of that storyline because that happened.
You didn't have a bike, did you? When you had a bike, but you just didn't go.
I didn't drive, so I was never fucking going outside.
Yeah.
And I was like working.
came a few
I was like,
times.
perma work. I came once. I think it was like
You
the
came
one time we went to.
once?
Yeah.
You
when-
came a few times
Yeah, we came a few times.
No, I came once.
No
Dude,
I
To
came
SG.
twice.
to SG.
I've never been at SG with you guys.
Cap.
What?
No, you have been.
No.
You've been
We
SG.
played basketball there.
Yes,
No.
we
I
have.
think that's when he was driving though.
Yes, we
I think that's
have.
when he was driving.
Oh.
Maybe
That's
not
why I
that year,
tried.
but we've been there.
Yeah, we've been there before.
Yeah.
But
that
talking about
year-
during that time when we went
that year,
by bikes
I
and
only
shit.
went to Downsview Park.
Yeah, go on.
Downsview Park in a different.
The first leap in the series.
Don't
Oh,
dox, don't
I hope
dox.
you know we've already
We already doxed
doxed
in high school.
Yeah,
We
we
got-
went to high school, it's whatever.
It's whatever, man.
Yeah, we
Like,
went to Downsview and we went to the park near him, and that's it.
The
Park.
school?
No,
Yeah.
not the
The
school,
school
but like
where
it's
I
a.
was
Yeah,
Oh,
the one we were from.
yeah,
that's
the one where Peter like did try to do a layup and he was like,
It's pitch black. It's fucking 7 p.m.
That was. I don't care. That
No
was
one-
7 p.m. in
That
the
was
summer and
fault.
it's pitch black.
He asked me
Nah.
to pass
It
the
wasn't
ball to
summer.
him.
It was
He
like
asked me
a
to
bit
pass
later.
the ball
Like
to him.
fall?
I passed the ball.
Yeah.
Catches it with his face.
Bro,
It's
it
not
was
my fucking
pitch
fault.
black. I wasn't
That's
even
not my fault.
playing the game.
He asked for the ball.
I didn't know.
Why else would I throw
This
it
guy
to
was
you?
like, pass it to Rui, and I was like, huh? As I'm turning, you're like, no, you threw it. It's pitch black black. The ball is black. He threw it at me. Midair, he goes, "Hey, Rui, catch! I'm turning." The ball just
No, my point of view was so funny.
And I'm just nosebleeding from the. I'm just like, bro.
No, it was dead silent for like maybe 2 seconds, and then this guy starts just dying, bro. Because from my point of view, I was the portable, so I had like a full point of view from everything. Toss the fucking ball at mock speed. Rui gets 10. Guys, still starts bleeding. It's dead silent. This guy starts dying. He's like, what the fuck? Your face is bleeding.
Bleeding all over your sleeve.
Bro, holy shit.
No, that wasn't even my fault, but like.
It was your fault. It was your fault.
That's funny
It
as
wasn't
fuck.
my fault. Did
Wait.
you throw the ball?
No. Wait, hold on. I was actually going to ask you guys this question, though. Considering that your relationship started, like, what, 2-3 years ago? But that was, like, during, like, high school and shit.
Yeah.
It was like
Well,
graduating high school.
Yeah.
going into uni.
Asking out somebody is a lot more different now than it is in high school.
I never did school setting.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. I don't know if it's really, like, a question I should be asking, considering that, well, you guys are in a relationship, so I don't know if you have any tips in order to, like, people like me, for example, because I have no fucking riz.
I just commit.
I
Literally.
think in high school it was more. Sorry to cut you off, but like in high school it was more of like you kind of like. You let it. You in high school you never confess.
Yeah.
Like you never confess. Like,
Yeah.
You kind of like talk. Yeah.
No,
that's
no,
how
no,
it
not
was.
necessarily,
Kinda,
like, not
I know
ever.
what you're talking about because they fucking did it a lot. Where they just like they just get in a relationship by just hanging out with someone.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They never even attempt to make it official, and they just kind of like progress
Progressively,
through like,
kind of like.
blank states. And
I blame elementary school for that.
Maybe that's
not
why I
even-
never
I-
dated in high school.
Yeah. No, I blame elementary school for that because it makes sense. Because in elementary school, you stay with the same group of people the entire year.
Yeah.
So if you like say like you like somebody and you tell them you like them, and they say no,
It's all for the.
you're with them for the entire year, and you have to just live through that. And it's just like, yeah, fuck, that's not worth it unless you know for sure that they like you back. So it's just like throughout elementary school, you just go through class just having crushes but never actually doing anything about it. Plus it's elementary, what the fuck are you gonna do?
Yeah.
Like, you know, like,
Mhm.
and then in high school it was just like,
High school's the same thing. It's
yeah,
kind of like
you kind of just talk to them, go to Yorkdale 3 billion times,
3 billion times.
and if it works, it works, and if it doesn't,
Yeah.
it doesn't. Like,
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, that's how it is back then, but nowadays,
now it's like what he's saying. Like,
It's
yeah,
hard-
you
would
kind
you
of
say
No,
it's
it's harder.
harder?
What, okay.
Would you say it's harder?
I would say it's hard.
right now.
Yeah.
I would personally.
The thing I
I
say
think
it's
it's
different
easier.
because you'll get an answer faster. Then instead of doing that
Oh,
like
yeah.
situationship
Yeah.
shit that like you can because if you meet someone or even if you just want to ask someone out that you've never met, the earlier you do it the better, because let's say like I met her, right, and we kept talking for like months, and eventually we're just like friends,
Okay.
and then after we're friends I then ask her if she wants to date. Then
kinda
it's gonna be awkward
awkward.
if she says no, because we're
Yeah.
already friends, right?
Yeah.
And then you can't really go back to the same level of friends
Yeah.
if you ask. But if you start off by asking if you're interested, and then they're like no,
It's easier to become
yeah,
friends.
it's easier to
Yeah.
then follow into friends.
Yeah,
because
I-
both of you know both of your expectations.
I made that mistake in high school, but it's just like
Mistake.
that was for a long period of time. That was like 4 years. So that wasn't
yeah.
So it was more prolonged,
Yeah.
and it was like
You missed your chance.
that was just out of fear
Yeah.
though. It was out of fear
So-
because when you're friends for a long time, and you're like, you know that person doesn't feel the same way about you. It's just like, okay, I value the friendship. How do I not lose that and not let my feelings get in the way?
Yeah.
So it's like,
to answer your is it easier or harder? I'd say it's harder to do because you have to just full commit,
Yeah.
but it's easier mentally because
In the
once
long run.
you do it, you get a yes or no answer.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And otherwise you don't get that do they like me, do they not,
Mhm.
for fucking 6 months straight.
Yeah. Exactly. It's just like in high school, like you pretty much have no outside responsibilities, and unless you're doing some stuff.
Yeah.
Like, now it's like you're either working or you're in school,
all you really
and
had in
you
high
really need
school
to
was,
set like a time. You
No,
kind of
it's
need
not
to set
even- I
yourself
don't
to
know,
it.
It's not even about that. It's not even about time restraint. It's more so of
Oh, for me, it's time restraint.
I guess. But I think of it more as you're not with the same people every day for a full semester.
Yeah.
So
true.
you can just ask someone and you never see them again.
Mm-hmm.
Or you can choose just not to
Yeah.
talk to them because
Yeah.
classrooms are bigger.
So like,
Especially now in
there's
college and
there's
university.
first of all not as many consequences to getting like rejected, I guess, because you either just don't.
Keep your head
Follow
up,
through.
King. Keep your head up.
Yeah, that's
Or-
honestly
Yeah.
the stigma you have to have.
Yeah, so you either just don't follow through at all and you just don't talk to them, cause just go back to strangers as if nothing happened, or you can progress into friends if you want to do that.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the majority of the time, whenever or as of like recently, it's more just been like, oh, I feel about you in this way. What do you think, lol? It's
Yeah.
just like yikes. But like in terms of like segueing into like being like friends, I'd say it's not really my thing because I think it's just awkward.
Yeah, I mean it's not a thing for everyone, definitely.
Yeah.
But like that's why I asked her out so early, because I was in that stage where I was like, I find you very attractive,
Mhm.
yes. I don't really know you as a person, so we can either follow through, and if we like each other, then we go from there, or if we don't, then we can just stay as friends.
Yeah.
Because like there was no commitment to a relationship,
Mhm.
for if that makes sense.
And the fact that you asked him out, that's a dub.
Yeah. Mutual attraction is like the best way that
Mm-hmm.
it should work. But like when it's one person trying to convince the other person that they're worthy of being their partner, it becomes really exhausting.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
And it,
Yeah.
it gets
Yeah.
really fucking messy, which is why I say it's just like it's better that you ask early, and then if they do want to give you a shot, you take it. But
Mhm.
if like
Because it could have been like it could have even been the other way, like because again we didn't know each other, so we could have literally not liked each other at all
Yeah.
after going on the dates.
Yep.
So it's not just about like you don't have to wait until you like them as a person. You can ask them out before you even know them as like their personality.
You can just
Mhm.
use it as a gateway to know
Yeah.
them.
yeah.
Shit, eh?
I think what ruins that is the term I created, hyper romanticization.
You can't even pronounce the old
Yeah.
word, bro.
Hyper
When you
romanticization.
hyper
Romanticization.
someone without
Mhm.
even knowing them, you're setting yourself up for like an inevitable failure.
Okay.
Because
Yeah.
usually whatever you're creating in your mind, the person, no one's perfect. No one's gonna live up to like that picture perfect image that you have of that person in your head. Because I guarantee when you were like falling for her, he was like thinking like she's like nothing's like she's amazing.
Yeah.
And Jodi is amazing, don't get me wrong. But like everybody has their flaws.
Mm.
Everybody does. So it's just like, well, he's smart about it. I'm really stupid about it. It's just like I will look at somebody, I'll be like, yo, they are like
You have a problem with that when it comes to celebrities.
celebrities are like, it's okay. It's like
Iman?
because you're never gonna meet them. If I do meet Iman, though, it's different. It's different.
Yeah.
It's,
Yeah.
it's
No!
different. But with like just like regular people, not celebrities, it's just like I find it really hard to see bad in people because it's just like I find it easy to see good in people. Like I don't see like so you can have a lot of flaws, but if you have two good qualities, I'll befriend you for that. And that's pretty much it. So if I see that in a girl, it's just like I'll allow her.
So like
which
if
is-
she has 2 green flags and like 10
and
red
8
ones.
red flags, I would look at 2 green flags and be like, oh yeah, she'd make a great partner.
What?
And it
And
was so bad.
that's a wrap.
It was so bad. It was so bad, but I've become more critical.
Yeah, I'm about to say, I think I'm like a lot more different now. I just stuttered. What the fuck?
No, it was really I didn't realize it, but back then, and especially in like I think in 2020, I had what do you call it? Commitment issues.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Because
Yeah.
I was
Really big
it was,
issues.
It was
Yeah.
more. It was not out of like what do you call it? It wasn't out of like. It was more out of fear. Because it's just like when you like someone for so long, you're just like, I just want this thing to work because that was the one. Like I didn't want anything else. I was like, if that happens, that's it for me. Like I don't
Yeah.
want anybody else.
Okay.
That was like the hyper romanticization, like whatever the fuck it was called.
I mean, you can still do that to a degree,
Yeah, but
Huh?
but not like.
it's
not
it's like Rayo from Blue Lock. It's like
Oh my god.
No,
Oh my god.
no, hear me out. Hear me out. Let me cook.
Again, bro.
No, okay. I think like everybody like growing
My
up.
mic on the audio mixer display so I can see if it's actually working. Go ahead.
Yeah, growing up, everybody like has like a vulnerability when it comes to like love, and then like with me, I found out my vulnerability was the feeling of being needed, and I was just like, I valued that a lot, and when I got that from somebody, I didn't know what to do because I'm like, oh, if that person's giving me that, I don't want it from anybody else.
Okay.
So I was like hyper focused on that until it was just getting fucking crazy. And then I was like, yeah, I can't do this anymore. This is like fucking making me mentally explode. But when you're basically, I looked down on myself all throughout high school, and then in 2020 I kind of just exploded, and I was just like, oh yeah, I'm gonna look out for myself like everyone's telling me to, and like put my foot down, and like I did that, and it just didn't work, and it was worse. So I was just like, okay, maybe like the relationships isn't like, they're just not for me. And then I don't know, I looked at you like when you were in your relationship, and I was just like, your relationship at first was like pretty perfect. It was until it wasn't. And then like I was like, oh, how do I like get like that? Like I'm trying to get like you.
Which part?
Which part?
Which
I
part?
picked the wrong part, unfortunately. So it's like fuck. It's like, I don't know. I didn't really have good guidance to see like what a good relationship actually looked like behind the scenes, because I expected it to just be perfect, because like that hyper romanticization or whatever the fuck. But like no, there's a lot of shit that you deal with, and like if you like explode, it's like a lot of shit can get messy.
I mean, I can imagine what's happening in like the past like 2 years.
Yeah.
Oh, with us?
With you
We've
too.
never argued.
Yeah.
That's the one thing I can't understand though.
Because we
from the start, we were both agreed on like, we're gonna talk about shit between us.
Yeah.
We're not gonna go to our friends.
I made it really
And say
clear
like
to him.
yeah.
So oh my.
like,
I made it so clear to
That
him that
is
I'm like,
so
I don't want us
important.
to like go to a second man. I want
Yeah.
us to discuss it first
Exactly.
between each other.
Because it makes so much more sense to discuss it between each other. Because if you go to anybody else, your friends love you. They're just gonna give you validation against the other person.
Yeah.
And then at that point, it just becomes you versus your partner.
and also we made it very clear that we wanted, like, if there's an issue, say it. It was hard for both of us in the beginning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
But we've
extremely
gotten
hard.
better as we went. But like, we from the start agreed that communication is very necessary between us, not to a third party, and we also just don't like argue, as in like we actively attempt to not be hostile towards each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like we try to keep our opinions like our opinions and not be like not validating the other person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like we just share our opinions. We don't like compete against them.
Like
in a
you
way.
don't state your opinion. Be like, this is your opinion now, and I'm gonna make you change your mind. Like,
Yeah.
That's fair.
Or like be like you're wrong, that type of thing.
Yeah. Unless you're racist.
Yeah, unless you're racist, then we have a problem.
No, this was actually a thing you talked about.
Oh yeah, I asked him.
Oh shit! Wait, what?
Oh,
You're
no.
racist?
What?
No. I asked him because like, can I say this?
I don't know. What are you gonna say?
It was during Peter or Owen's Peter L time.
Wait, my
The
arc?
demon time.
Oh, the demon art, bro.
Wait, yo, what are you talking about?
Majin Peter, bro.
It's just like I'll just say like early Valorant Peter.
Oh yeah.
Early Valorant, still playing League Peter.
Exactly. Oh yeah, that was bad.
Yeah, no.
What?
Do you not like?
At least for me, his.
It's like,
You know
remember
his-
last night when he was playing COD, like that, but all the time.
Wait, what?
No, because I'm thinking like
Oh wait, yeah, you're right.
yeah. Because me, I'm thinking like 2022, like it was like really bad, like Fall Guys Peter.
Yeah, I don't know. Fall Guys was something else.
Fall Guys, but like Fall Guys arc.
But like in terms of like, what do you mean during my time though?
No, I
Like,
get exactly what she's saying.
I know what she's saying.
No, I'm saying
I know what
exactly
she's saying.
What does that have to do
I'm
with?
saying like
No, like
I
it's in your
asked him.
vocabulary.
Oh,
I asked
oh.
him if he. I first got into the group.
I was like the bad impression. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my god. Do you want me to say it? Do you want me to say it?
That was different me.
This is why I promote myself.
You changed a lot now, but I'm
Changed.
saying my first impression of you was not good.
Yeah, no, it was bad.
It was pretty bad.
It was pretty bad. Yeah, that was pretty
you-
bad.
you
I
you
was
came
gonna
into
ask
the
that.
group and it was like a dumpster fire.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
gonna ask what were your initial first impressions of everybody.
Oh
when you
god.
first
You want me to go one by one?
Sure.
I mean, off the top of your head of what you.
I mean, I already got mine.
Yeah, let's go one by one. Fuck it, go one by one.
You
Go,
already know
Jay.
yours.
Yeah, no, I
Yeah.
don't even know mine myself, so it's okay,
Jay?
don't worry about it.
I'm sorry. I'm good friends. My impression of you was not good. It was not good. It was, if I had to summarize it in one word, it's commitment issue.
To be fair, that's literally what it was.
Yeah. Justin, I didn't really talk to you that much.
Yeah.
So I only got like a solid first impression of you like a little later, and it was like if you take Peter as the standard, you're like over here with.
Is that,
Crazy.
is that much lower, or is that not that much lower? Like, what
It is. It's like here.
Like,
Is that like a 5 out of 10 or a 3 out of 10?
Oh, if like.
you gotta hold that in, bro.
Like if Peter's like a 10 out of 10, Justin was like a 4 out of 10.
Okay, in terms of
Fullness. Yeah. Fuck.
He reminded me of like if I had an older brother, I feel like that's what he would be.
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
That's fair.
Yeah.
No, that
Why am
That would be fair.
I said it too. That's actually
no,
crazy.
like if you were a 10, he would be a 4.
You know what? I'll take it. I'm not gonna take it though, but I'll
I
just.
mean a 10 and.
That's what
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I honestly like. I wanted to hear from another person's point of view in terms of like, well, obviously since like all of us are like friends with Rui, from someone that isn't a part of the group or from beforehand, I wanted to see what I was actually like, and it kind of made sense and it woke me up because I surrounded myself
With Valorant,
with Valorant
and League.
and like really toxic games and shit. So like I'd be saying the most wild shit.
I don't know what the fuck was happening in your Valorant team, but that shit made
No. On God, actually, no. My Valorant team was actually the PG-13 , bro.
PG-13.
No, on God, we didn't
That's
say
so
shit.
surprising.
It's
That's really surprising.
yeah, no, like I had to hold myself back.
Yeah.
So like,
Hold me back, hold me back, hold me back.
Like literally me holding myself back like this, like don't. Like, bro.
Don't say it.
So like, hearing it from another person's point of view kind of wakes me up. It makes me realize I was like, dude, I need to shut the fuck up sometimes.
I'm not gonna lie, sometimes you scared me.
Yeah, no, I scare myself too. Don't worry about it. It's all good. Well, like looking back, I'm like, damn, that was actually me because I'd be looking at clips, bro.
Yeah.
And like we said, Peter's fucking archive with everyone's names
vault,
like in the
bro.
documents and stuff.
In a document, and it's every single time.
It woke me up, that ass. So like hearing this, it's like good actually.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's not like
I'm glad you woke up.
I'm glad you don't hate me actually. So it's all good.
I'm glad like I'm not hated. I know I was hated at one point, which
Oh,
I
yeah.
was fine with. I was like, you know what? If I'm gonna be the villain, I'm like.
I
fuck it,
was
right?
I had a strong dislike
That was
of your
fair.
first impression.
That was fair.
But then like after, I'm like, okay, I understand. And after like, you know, actual healing journey happened, I helped her and stuff, then it was like, okay, I see.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Because again, yeah, and then especially for me, it's like initially I was also an outsider, so it's like I had no impressions. Because
No
again,
impressions.
I wasn't friends with them until like super late, like January of 2020. So
Really?
it's like- yeah.
I always thought you were a part of the group.
No.
No, he was.
Me in high school, I was pretty much the wild card. Like
Wild card?
I jumped from like so many friend groups.
I guess context. In Sham, the best way you could tell groups was like at the cafeteria, because people would sit together, and there's a few people, like Justin was one of them, that would just like jump between groups.
I would literally hop everywhere because
Mm.
I was the only one in my elementary school that went to Sham. So it's just like I went to Sham and I was just like, what the fuck? It's like, who the fuck do I talk to? So it's like I just kind of like went everywhere, went here, went there, and then I just kind of like settled with these guys. So it's just like
I see. That's kind of similar to how my high school worked.
we
like-
kind of just like you're just like what the shit, and then you're just like, okay, I think I found a good group, and then you're just gonna stick
Yeah.
with it. Yeah.
definitely happened with one of my friends, but she was in a similar situation as you, where she came into our high school like not knowing anybody really well, so they would like go in between groups, and then she eventually joined our group, and now we're like really good friends and stuff. So it's pretty similar high school experience.
Similar to him, like I adopted him until I did.
He's your daddy.
I'm your daddy. Like, I don't know.
You say it like that, but
Yeah.
still, what the fuck?
What do you mean by that?
When
What do you mean by that?
he first came, it was like I guess it was just fake.
You are not the father.
Because Brendan was like, I was the only like Brendan's chair was beside me, and he was the only one not there that day. The day he came. And I was getting like teasers, like he was like a new champion coming. I was like, you see the tall white guy? I'm like, who's everybody talking
You were
about?
tall in elementary school.
He was taller than me.
I don't know how tall you were, so it doesn't
I
count.
was not that tall. I was like maybe like 5'10". He was like
That's-
five,
That's not tall.
You
like
saying that's
5'9",
not tall?
5'10".
Okay, can we get this clear? 5'10" is tall. It's
He was
tall.
pretty tall, and he wore some like really wacky shoes that made him look taller. So it's just like he was really tall. He was like one of the tallest in our grade. So it's just like he came here, and I'm like, does this guy even speak English? And then I remember we had music that day, and I'm just like, fuck it. I have to fucking show him everything. I have to like bring him into my friend group. I just did it anyway. And then he played League, and I'm like, oh shit. Okay, then you're a default R group then.
Your default
Yeah.
R
Default.
group.
So like that was because honestly, I don't think you would hang out with anybody else in elementary
Yeah, no,
school.
that
to be
that
honest.
that elementary was fucking.
Like our group was bad, but the other groups are like fucking dog shit. So I was like, I saved you. So you.
saved
So,
you.
but yeah, no, I think you were actually the first like white person in our group because
That is true.
our school was like mainly.
Because it was you, Diego, Bren, Juan Thomas, Max, I guess.
Max.
Max
Doesn't count. Max is like
What do you mean Max doesn't count?
Max is everything
Is he not Italian?
at this
Yeah.
point.
Is he Italian?
Yeah, but like
I said at this point,
Max.
bro.
You know Max.
I do know Max.
But yeah, I do think that once we got in high school, that's when I met you, and that's when I met you. But
Yeah.
you, I didn't get close with until like grade
11.
11. Him, I was close with in grade 9 already. But I think you
See, this is what happens when you don't play League.
Yeah, honestly, good.
Good. I've never touched. I haven't touched a single. No, I've played League a little bit, but I never got deep into it.
Good.
I know,
Good.
right? That's like one of my. That's my number one personality trait. That's my
I
achievement,
don't
bro.
play League.
I don't play League.
Just in your Tinder bio, I do not. I
I
have
don't
not.
know.
played
I am
League.
not-
If you
League
ask me to
player.
play any Riot game, no.
Good. Stay away.
Stay far away.
Stay away.
for
Stay the
mental health.
fuck away.
Riot's the deal with the.
It's actually a pretty big flex.
That is crazy though, because like considering that like everything that we've done throughout the high school and through elementary school, also like settles like how we are today. I find that crazy though, because like if this didn't happen,
Yeah.
I would have met these guys. You would have met her. I would have met fucking all this shit, bro. Like it's crazy because like at the same time, I think about it for a second. I'm like, dude, how the fuck did I meet you? How the fuck did I meet you? How the fuck did I meet you and you?
I met you.
Did you guys meet in summer school or something?
I don't even know how I met you.
Yeah, I don't know.
I
how-
knew
that-
of him in
that's-
summer school.
It's like I remember it was what's it called? It was grade 9, obviously, when he said that when I met you guys. It was
Oh, I remember when I first heard of you now.
I remember when I first heard of
I
her.
first-
because
heard of you.
yeah. Anyway,
Yeah.
we'll talk about. Well, let's call her May, I guess.
May?
No, we'll call her May.
Okay, yeah.
Call her.
May.
No, I think it's like July. No, June. I don't fucking know. No. This is September. This is September.
I was like,
Whatever you
wait.
want. Call it September.
Okay, September. Yeah.
When September
I'm
was
gonna get fucking
in this
confused.
arc.
They
I
went
think
to
it
they
was-
went to my
I
school.
went to your school.
Yeah.
And it was, what's it called? It was a mess. I'm not gonna lie, I was happy during the time and it was like a mess, so I need help. Help. And then,
The worst help you could get.
Actually,
Okay, this guy's a mixed bag. Yeah, okay.
When it comes to like relationship help, I'm literally Saul Goodman, bro. Like, I'm bad, but I will.
You're
do you so
crooked.
good.
You're crooked.
I'm crooked, but
You're
I'll do you
crooked.
so good. So God.
Because during that time, like, I needed, like, I need guidance. And, like, meeting these guys kind of helped me a lot, too.
Mm.
And, well, I mean, considering that things ended the way
They
they
did.
did,
Yeah.
it was, I guess you could say it was something.
I don't know what that means.
It was development.
It was development. Yes,
Development.
exactly.
Yeah.
So having to meet these guys, it kind of changed my life for real. And I don't know how to like explain it, but it's kind of crazy. I just want to say
You're
that.
welcome.
Yeah, no, you're welcome.
No,
Man,
but
y'all have relationships? That's
Relationships.
crazy.
Relationships are fucking. It's just like a thing, bro.
I do remember when I first heard of Jodi. That was at your party.
Really?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
because my party was the same day
Someone
as
had
your
to go
day
to
too.
your
I remember.
quinceañera, but the Filipino
Not-
version.
You mean a debut?
Oh,
A debut, dude. A debut.
Debut?
Debut.
Debut.
The butt.
It's with the Filipino
Because
accent.
it was the same
debut.
day, right?
Yeah, it was the
Yeah.
same
Yeah.
day. She came like really late.
And I saw
But
you that
that's
day. I
okay.
remember too.
Oh yeah,
Mhm.
I never.
We walked
It's
past
weird.
my house.
Oh, we
I
walked
never ended up going.
Yeah.
Cause like again, I wasn't
Ah.
invited, but like I'm not gonna like just barge in like
Yeah.
that.
Because
That's
the reason I
fair.
remember that day is because
But like there is some times where people like do manage to have like a proper relationship, but having polar opposite interests, which I
Oh,
find weird.
Yeah, because you can do that.
It's doable as
Yeah.
long as you're like open to like
Yeah.
new like hobbies and things like that.
yeah.
Because like I don't. I mean, you guys already know I don't smoke.
Mhm.
The thing is, if I were to find a girl that does smoke like vapes or like cigs and shit too,
Yeah.
like, I don't know if I can.
I
like,
wouldn't mind. Just
Well,
do
mine
that on
is
your
just
own.
like, yeah.
Just do that on your own time. I would hate that you're at my house and you're like, oh, I'm gonna go outside and smoke. Ew, like what the
Yeah.
fuck?
Yeah,
Like,
No.
I can never.
I
Yeah.
don't want
No,
that.
the thing is like when I want to go into a relationship, I expect it to go long term.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you smoke and like we like live together, that's gonna be a
Straight up.
problem for me.
yeah.
Bye,
So
please.
I'm like, that's something I look out for personally. But if you don't have a problem with it, then it's like
Yeah.
on you.
I think that's
so.
the issue
It's
because
like it's personal boundaries.
Yeah.
Like you have to be strict with those, because if you start slipping on those, then you're gonna be more willing to put up with bullshit you shouldn't.
Yeah.
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 yeah, I think what she said makes sense. It's like I should have focused on dating for the long term instead of like dating forever because I'm setting that expectation. So if you
Wait,
if
what?
you-
Huh?
Like,
Long term versus forever.
long term
versus,
versus like we're
Like-
sealed now.
Yeah.
Like that's it.
Basically, like.
Is that
Wait,
not
those
the
are
same thing?
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Is that not
Long-term
the
is
same?
like-
No, I see
I
what
would
you're
say
talking
like-
about. I think
like
it's
I would say
the
like
wording.
three plus year relationship. I would say is like long term.
Yeah.
But we're talking like fate sealed. Like we get together, we're
You're-
never separated.
You're fucking.
No,
What are you
that's
talking
that's not that's
She's talking about long term, as in like living together. for-
Yeah.
Oh,
that's
That's
long-term
this.
and forever
That's
is
this.
the
okay.
same-
I
it's supposed to
I
be the
call
same
that, I
thing.
call that fate sealed. I don't know.
When
but,
I
like,
say like if you're looking into like dating just to like short term, just to
yeah,
just to be in the dating scene, then that's like
yeah.
Different.
I think that's what you're
different.
trying to say, but you fucked up the words.
Yeah, no. Because I wanted fate sealed, but you can't have that. Like I taught myself that you can't just claim that that's not your right. That's
No,
you kind of
you
have to
can't.
like work for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like I had a lot of issues. Like I'm like, yeah, you're just gonna leave. You're gonna go for this guy. You're gonna do like I didn't trust that.
like you have those
Someone
intrusive
would
thoughts
stick
in your
around.
head,
Yeah,
Mm.
I
and
didn't-
it just like it would just beat at you until
Yeah,
like you're just
exactly.
like shit, I can't do it anymore.
But I relate to that because in the beginning of a relationship, that's how I felt.
Me-
yeah,
So
Like, one thing I think to we learn to deal with that type of like thoughts were two things that seem counterintuitive but are not.
Mm.
It's one, reassurance from your partner, and also not overly doing it. Like learning to get used to that.
yeah.
yeah,
So like you can still ask for reassurance or just like do activities together for it.
yeah.
But if you feel like you need it too much, then you just have to force yourself to deal with it.
Yeah, reassurance is super important. I think.
But it's like a balance between reassurance from an external party and learning to reassure yourself and being
Yeah.
secure with your body and who you are.
Mm.
Like I think that's like a really big thing you need to acquire in a healthy
yeah,
relationship.
for sure.
So like if you have only one or the other, then it's like kind of it throws you off track.
Yeah.
gotta
a
be
little
both.
bit.
Because
Yeah.
if you're just doing it like to yourself, then you're gonna bottle up a lot of assumptions and thoughts that are not true, and you're just making them up in your head.
Yeah,
But if you do the opposite
Oh
of
my god,
just
I'm so sorry.
if you do the opposite, that thing's gonna fall. If you do the opposite of just going through your partner, then it's just gonna get worse.
yeah,
Because you're always gonna go to them for reassurance, and your insecurities are just gonna get worse.
Yeah,
because you expect it more and more.
That's the trouble I had with my ex, because she expected reassurance that I was never ever gonna leave, and I gave that to her because I was like stupid. So I was just like,
no, like that type of thing, like exaggeration is fine, but again, if you do it too often, then it becomes a problem because
it was very often. It was like every night often.
Yeah.
Oh,
But it was like,
okay.
it came to the point where, because of her family issues, I would wake up and not know if I was still gonna have a girlfriend by the morning or not, because I'd literally wake up to like, oh, they found our texts. Oh, we gotta break up. I'm like, oh, okay, sure, whatever. So I was constantly being real, like throwing out, reeled back in, throwing out, reeled back in, and I settled for that because I didn't care. I was like, there's no point.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, after that, I didn't really look at relationships as like essential. I was like, fuck relationships. I'm just gonna be future. I won't be alone. I'll just buy cats and shit, like whatever.
Facts, bro.
Facts. So that's what it is. That's what
Yeah,
it
facts,
is.
bro.
'Cause that shit was just fucking my whole life up. I was like, bro, it feels good in the moment, and then like, oh my god, like it just gets so crazy.
it's definitely taxing.
It is
like,
taxing.
It is. But then I looked at you guys, and I'm like, yeah, you guys work so well.
That's what I'm saying. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm saying this right now, guys. I envy you too. Holy shit.
It is true. You guys are.
These
very-
guys are the standard.
It's a
They're the
standard.
standard.
They're the
It's a
standard.
guys.
They are.
Oh, fuck.
They are.
It took a lot of work though.
Yeah,
I will
it's-
say.
it takes a lot.
Yeah,
like-
obviously we don't know like what happens behind the scenes, but
Yeah.
like from the outside looking in, it's just
You guys are
like,
just like perfect.
Yeah.
Deadass. Holy shit.
I
Because
mean-
they're two mellow people, so like it complements pretty well.
Mm.
With me, I want my girl to be more loud and
Mm.
more.
Scale wants an adventure, bro.
So, yeah, no, I want her to be more exciting than me because I'm really stoic. So I was just like, I'm gonna be boring most of the time. So I'd rather have a girl to like bring out like my fun side.
I think this is a good thing to ask. What you're in compared to your impression of me initially? What do you think of me now? Like, how would you compare?
I'd say about the same. The only bigger difference is just like your aesthetics are very. You can't notice it today because you're not wearing your normal stuff, but your aesthetics are very polar opposite of your personality.
Yeah, I can see that.
That was the only like more so surprising part, but that wasn't that surprising because again I knew your like semi personality from their interactions.
Mm.
You feel the same way towards him?
I feel like definitely you're definitely very similar to how you were.
Mm.
Oh.
Mm.
But I think the only thing that changed is like how much you like express yourself.
Mm.
Like you're definitely more communicative when it comes to like things you need
Mm-hmm.
and stuff like that. So there's that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and your beard. You don't have a beard anymore.
Yeah, I just booked that right now. Like,
Oh,
oh my God.
His first impression, like
can you give me your bro? Okay, wait. First off, I want to hear what you thought about your own beard.
I just didn't cut it because I cut it literally like the day after.
Okay.
That was it.
And then. Did you like it though? That's the thing.
No.
Okay.
I
Did you like it though?
no.
I don't think anyone liked it. Like,
No, personally, I thought it was pretty cool because like the first time I saw it was like with no facial beforehand.
When I first saw Rui,
and then this guy, he goes out with a beard. I'm like, what the fuck? Yeah, no, I came back from quarantine. I haven't seen this guy.
Justin,
in
you have to
months.
insert a picture of him.
I haven't seen this. He never turns his camera on. He doesn't take pictures, so I haven't seen him in months.
Yeah.
He popped out, and I'm like, who the fuck is that?
bro, we're at the hill. And that was like the first time we like kind of like all met up since initial quarantine.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And bro, everybody was like different, bro.
It was like
Different.
The
This
Last
guy
of Us,
had this.
bro.
Yeah, bro. This guy
I
had
thought
a.
when I first saw him, I thought he was 30.
Bro,
I thought he was like an uncle that was like passing by and saying hi.
Yeah,
Until you guys told me that, oh, he's actually like our age. I'm like,
I know.
Wait. So when you guys like when you so oh my God.
yo.
Take your time.
when
You asked him out during that time. Was Rui a Viking or what?
no.
A Viking?
The
Viking?
only day I had my beard was the first day.
Yeah,
'Cause I
the
cut
first
it right after.
Okay,
the
I'm
first
about to say,
day,
yeah.
bro. It was like He was Viking.
When he
I don't
touched
know
the
what
grass.
I don't know what you were. You weren't there. I was Baldsky.
You
Oh,
were
you were Balsky. Yeah, he was
Why did you
Balsky.
shave?
Because it was randomly. You guys were just like, you want to go? And I was like, sure.
So shave.
Jay, you didn't even show up that day.
Yeah,
Doesn't even count.
Shave. You don't like
If
it.
we're on call randomly,
Yeah.
and I'm just like, let's go to the park now. You're not going to shave like
Yeah, you
right
shave.
now.
Takes like 5 minutes.
Yeah, no, I can't be bothered. to
Nah,
shave
with his
after
beard, that would have taken like 30.
Yeah.
That shit was kind of big. I can't lie.
that. Oh, that was crazy.
You don't notice, but as soon as you started dating, his drip went from
No, she does notice because she
to
knows.
like here. I
No,
know.
because
I can tell.
I
can tell.
help him.
I
I
can
help
tell.
him with his wardrobe.
I can tell. Because I guarantee you walked in his closet. You know that meme where it's like, what the fuck is this?
And nah, bro, it's the
Do you
fucking,
remember
it's
the day
dog.
I like saw your closet for the first time?
Yeah, because our closets are polar opposites. Because
Mine-
hers is black and white, and mine is like way more colorful.
Yeah, I noticed
When
that.
I
and I'm
saw
like, that
it-
has to stop. That has to stop now.
When I saw it, I'm like, why is there a rainbow?
Yeah,
I
because
was
you
like,
look so
there's-
much better in darker colors, right?
I agree, but that's just because of your hair
This guy
color.
comes out looking like Foursquare from Treehouse. I'm like, no, stop. I remember I'm like, you know what? Everybody has their own style. I was trying to accept it until you showed up looking like Caillou's dad. That one fucked me up. I was like, you showed up
does
in
that
a
mean?
green sweatshirt and like,
Oh.
and like
Oh,
blue
his
pants.
green, his bright green
Yeah, his bright green
sweater.
sweatshirt. I'm like, you look like Caillou's dad, bro. I'm not having this.
He wore that on our first date.
No. Wait, no. He likes it though, yo.
No. First of all, that sweater is fucking amazing. Second of all, it doesn't work with everything, of course, but it works with some things.
When it comes
Like
to
what?
The, wait,
Like
anyways.
my fucking shorts. Some of my shorts.
Which one?
I don't fucking know. I don't remember every.
All
picture I
of the
wore to.
shorts you wear are colorful.
No, I have more.
Yes. Oh wait, no, not yes. No, sorry, not yes.
Yes.
Aren't colorful.
What do you mean by that?
Have you seen his
How
wardrobe?
have you seen this wardrobe?
Bro, literally, this guy in the summer, this guy would spam like the pink shirt and then the black sweatpants and
Because I
this
have like
hat.
3 of them.
Yeah, he has a lot.
Wait, yeah, yo, actually, like, no, you.
That
like,
was
you
that
just
was the
nailed
Rui
outfit
drip.
right there.
That was the Rui drip. The pink shirt, the black sweatpants.
Now he wears
the
jewelry.
Now he wears Jerry.
Now you
Yeah.
wear-
Jewelry.
The Jerry.
You steal my rings.
Again, I was gonna say jewelry because it's just rings and maybe earrings.
Yeah, that still counts.
That's. Wait, yo, are you wearing a necklace right now
No,
too?
I can't. I hate necklaces.
I'm about to say, I've never seen you wear a necklace before, but
I
I
can
can
see
imagine
him.
with a
I
necklace.
can see him with a necklace. I can see it.
Yeah. Holy crap.
Yeah, necklace.
You gotta put him on, Jody.
I can't if he doesn't like it. He's gonna take it off in like a minute.
Yeah.
But do you like your drip now though? Considering that like you have everyone here like
You
adjusting
like
your
it more
shit.
than-
Okay.
Before.
The thing is, I have very different preferences of style between winter and summer.
Yeah, he does.
Because I
Extremely different.
I do like the like
Dark
autumn
academia.
colors, for like the dark brown, blacks, and like white sometimes in the winter. But in the summer, I do like the colorful stuff.
Yeah. He wears like skater, like Nazi skater, surfer gear in the
Basically.
summer, and then dark academia in the winter and fall.
I was gonna say because like obviously like what Jay said, like your drip like mega level.
It was like
Astronomically
noticeable.
increased.
And
So,
his
like, you
haircut.
naturally-
And his
And
haircut.
his
haircut.
haircut.
Cause like, you were the one that put him on like the trench coat, or was that
Like,
just
no.
you?
No, he likes trench coats.
Yeah.
Oh, you like okay?
Yeah.
Never mind. I was
I've
like,
never
God
seen
damn,
her
bro,
trench
you
coat.
mad sex that one day. I saw you at the library.
I remember that
The
day.
indigo, the indigo.
At the Indigo.
Holy shit! Well, you were there too, right? You
Yeah, it
were
was
with
me, you, Ku, and
Oh, is it when you
That one time we saw you
us in the
two.
in
Yeah.
the library in
Indigo.
Yorkdale?
Yeah,
Okay.
Indigo. Yeah.
That was crazy.
Yeah.
And like when it comes to like that, I was gonna say, Jody, your drip.
Yeah.
It's like when he says like the polar opposite. It's like that's crazy.
Yeah, the first time I met her, I said she had like good.
Yeah,
I
that's what I'm
told Simone
saying.
that. I told she had
Thank
like
you.
a good sense of like fashion.
Mm-hmm.
It's very different from when I'm like at home, just like or like in this setting, I'm chilling.
Mhm.
But if we go out somewhere, I will dress up the part.
Yeah.
But that's just me.
What when it comes to fucking, I don't want to say my drip's kind of like shit though.
Your drip's pretty good.
Your drip is pretty good.
I just wear like black cargos.
Sometimes it's all you need.
Yeah.
Like,
Actually, I kinda
Minimalism.
about that.
don't do
Minimalism.
too much. That's
Never too much.
That's what I'm saying. Like, sometimes it's like simpler is just better. Like that's
Yeah,
just
no, I
how-
agree. No,
I
like,
can see you wearing like Japanese American style.
I was literally thinking about that. I'm not even
Really?
kidding, dude. Holy shit.
I
Like,
was thinking you would look good in that.
I was like, I mean, I'm trying to go towards like the minimalistic kind of feel
Yeah.
now, cause I've been buying like black T-shirts, bro. I mean,
My whole
If you
wardrobe is
if you
black.
shop at Uniqlo, then yeah.
Yeah, no, they're just like black t-shirt, black long shirt, black sweater, and then black cargos.
Yep.
To go outside, and then like Vapor
Yeah.
Maxes or like 97s. Bro, that's the fourth time.
That's the fourth time.
Fourth time, bro.
Yeah, no, especially like I kind of follow it towards like yours and yours too. I try to get the mix between you two. I don't know, like, it's weird. I
I'm
don't know if
just-
I told you guys that, but like I'm trying to copy like.
I'm
There's
just
a both of
saying
you
it's
agree,
like
period,
the
where-
material of the
Yeah.
clothes that make
Yeah.
it work.
I only
Yeah.
wear black.
You only wear black. Only been wearing black. You wear jackets in the summer. I don't know why.
Why not?
And you're wearing some like.
I wear black a lot, but lately I've been trying to like, just branch out. Usually for me, it sounds like very repetitive, but like I usually like the color pops out in the shoes for me.
Oh,
Like,
so
I-
you use
I-
it as an accent?
I use it as an accent.
Yeah.
Yeah. The
I
shoes are always the accent usually for me.
Mm.
Like obviously
yeah,
I'm wearing
that's
like
true.
a white sweater right
Mm.
now, but like you would almost like never catch me this maybe like a year or two ago.
Mm.
Yeah.
But like now I'm just trying to like now it's usually trying to pop.
Yeah.
Pants always gotta stay black though.
Pants always
I
gotta stay
agree.
black.
I
No.
agree.
Pants always gotta stay black.
I can agree with that.
I like I mean if anything else like I barely wear like cream and shit like that too like the whole, I'm trying to advertise anything but this is Young LA. This shit costs like $60 plus shipping.
$60.
Yeah.
60 US plus shipping.
US?
60
Plus
US.
US.
This
Plus
guy's
whatever.
king of splurging, bro. This
Damn.
guy's
Yeah.
mouse pad costs us more from the shipping than the
that was actually bad. I've been spending like
That was
This
bad.
is bad,
Motherfucker
bro.
has a standing desk that doesn't stand.
Yeah. Bro, this is
Wobbles.
bad. This is band merch.
Oh really?
Yeah, this is like almost like $80 US, bro.
What
Shit.
is wrong with you guys?
Actually, wait, no. I'll say this right now. This shirt is the Chris Bumstead shirt when he won his 4th Olympia.
I don't know what that
Bodybuilder.
means.
Yeah.
$60 plus shipping USD.
Can I ask what the shipping
I don't even know
was?
what the fuck that
I
means.
don't
You
know.
said
It's
words.
crazy.
Honest. It's just
If
I
it's
spent
more
too
than
much money.
$10,
No, it was more than $10. Yeah.
It's more than
Actually, no. I think it was $10. I think it was $10.
Okay.
But like at the same time, like the amount of like money I'm spending on my drip now in comparison to back then, because all my shit before was just hand-me-downs, either from my dad or my brother. Don't laugh.
No, I feel you. I feel you.
I mean, like that's what pretty much the majority of people went through. It's just like nowadays, like I said, I'm sticking to like the most like basic shit. Not basic shit, but like
Essentials.
essentials. I'd
essentials
rather
is
not
the-
like go hard on the shit that I wear. Just go outside. No one
Yeah,
fucking cares.
Harry's the one that taught me that essentials are just like you can make so many fits just from basic essentials.
Yeah,
So yeah.
basically my closet. That's why it's all black and white.
Yeah, exactly. Black is yo, it's like, can't go wrong with black.
Yeah.
My mom roasts me for like, I'm not buying so much black clothes. And I'm just like, Mom, that's the only way that like I
are
can
you
like.
depressed? I'm like, no. Like, I
Anak,
just like
are you
black.
robbing the bank?
Guys, bought a bottle club with it too,
I bought
bro.
the shice. Just like
bro.
just.
He's gonna go on a GTA heist real quick.
I'm not robbing no bank, mom. What are
I
you
know.
talking about?
Oh, fuck.
Brother.
So I was gonna ask. I know it's a hard question because it's hard to like formulate it now that we're still kind of young. What are your future plans together?
Oh,
Future.
I wanted to say that too, but I was like,
Uh,
nah. I was like, I don't want to say that. Out
like
loud, though.
together or individually?
Together.
Together.
I think I can speak for both of us.
Yeah.
That it's live together outside of Canada, like Netherlands, like Europe.
Yeah. I want to live outside of Canada.
Interesting.
Just because it's not just the weather, but just the housing market is fucking.
I thought you would. I
catastrophic.
thought you would have said the housing market first.
The housing
No,
market sucks
that's
right
what
now.
I mean. It just, it's
You can't live in Canada.
yeah.
You just can't.
Unless you
Okay.
make
Unless you,
like
like-
400K a year, you're
Yeah.
not living downtown Toronto.
But that's kind of my goal. I want to be able to make a lot of
course
money.
we want to be able to make a lot of money, but we gotta stay realistic in terms of. What you
Usually that's
can
like
make.
the end game plan. Usually you
Yeah.
move out somewhere like far
Yeah.
or whatever, and then eventually you kind of slowly work your way back into
Yeah.
like.
'Cause,
That's
like,
what
of course,
I was
of course
thinking.
everyone wants to make a fuck ton of money, but like
I was thinking
you,
like,
you have to be realistic in terms.
yeah. For me, I was like, yes, I want to move out. I want to live in like probably Europe or something like that. But once I like develop the income to be able to come back to Canada, I would like to come back just because that's where my family is, and I'm
Yeah.
very family centric. So I want to be like where I can be close to my family members and like my mom and my dad.
Yeah.
Filipino gang.
Filipino gang for real.
My parents want to get the fuck out of here. Dude, that's crazy. I want to say like it's like totally different. I was like, holy shit. 'cause
I'm
my-
also the only child though.
yeah, right.
So like my
Fair
my parents are like
That's
very
interesting. I forgot that because you both are only.
Yeah, we're
child,
both
so-
only child.
Crazy.
Yeah,
That's
that is
crazy.
interesting. Damn. And I
Yeah.
kind of predicted your future too.
What?
What?
Huh?
Okay. On my ball sack, I swear to God. On your ball sack.
Yo!
He says it's on his
On
ball
my
sack.
ability to have
If it's on his
children.
ball sack's real.
On my ability to have children. In 8th grade, he told me that he's moving back to Portugal and he's never coming back here. And I'm like, shut the fuck up. No, you're not. And I'm like, yo, he's gonna find a girl and watch. He's not gonna leave. Boom.
Well, our plan is still to leave, so.
Shut up.
We're leaving, just not going to Portugal.
No, he said he was gonna leave in like high school. I'm like,
Oh,
"You're
didn't
fucking
he
up."
go in high school for like a
did.
little bit?
Yeah, for a little bit. But you said you were gonna leave. You're gonna move. Like you're
Yeah.
just gonna. Why?
Would you go back to
'Cause-
Portugal?
Yeah. I mean.
No,
again,
like,
not-
live
not-
there.
Yeah. Either or.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I think my parents have plans to go this summer. The.
So we're throwing a party at your house.
I'll
the.
tell him, bro.
No, I mean, like, my parents isn't like me and my parents.
Cringe. Anyways.
But like, yeah, I'd be more than down to live there. The only thing is like, it would need to be an external income source that's not from there, because
Hmm.
it's not it.
It's not it.
How would you get an external income source?
Because you can work for like other companies.
Oh, that's true. You
Yeah.
have a point.
Oh, Walter White.
Yeah,
it's just Walter White.
No!
Spoilers, Nathan. He's crying. No, don't spoil.
And he literally said he doesn't care, bro.
Well, I mean, during that time, he said he didn't care, but now.
But
Oh, no.
Maybe-
Before he said he did care, but now he says he doesn't care. But at the same time, like, bro, come on. Just watch Breaking Bad, guys, please. If you guys didn't watch Breaking Bad, please watch Breaking Bad. Please.
Gosh.
But yeah, no, honestly, guys. Yeah. Man, fuck you guys.
Fuck you.
Yeah, fuck you guys.
Like, bro, I want to be like this. I want to be like this for
Well,
real,
it
for real.
takes-
Yeah.
It
the
takes
first-
time.
The
Takes a
first
lot.
year was
Bad.
so mentally taxing.
Yeah.
It was like
I
very
had-
mentally taxing. I don't know if you want to get into it because it's very personal to you.
Well, I'll just say like I had a I struggled with depression for a long time, especially going out of high school, because like
Same.
imposter syndrome, a lot of like self doubt and stuff like that, feeling hopeless.
Mhm.
And then like I had a time where it was like extremely bad, and then Rui had to get into it too, because that's when we were like dating and stuff.
Yeah.
And the only reason that it worked is because he didn't give up on me, and like he actually actively tried to help me. Like I feel like if Rui wasn't there for me, that I would not be the person I am now. So I feel like that's like that moment really tipped off our relationship to being like skyrocketing,
Yeah.
like way better.
I think that's kind of like something that we can all kind of like, if you guys want to delve into it, like kind of like a point in your life. I guess specifically about like kind of like relationships where like you kind of like something didn't work out, and then like you were really like, okay, now is like your turning point. Because like
Nope.
no.
Huh?
Hell no.
What do you mean by turning
Well, you
point?
mean like after like a relationship doesn't work out and you're trying to better yourself?
Or
Yeah, like you that you actually like
Oh yeah, yeah. That
really
happened after
truly like kind of like
my last.
flipped yourself back.
I think after my first one, I wanted to just like jump off a bridge and like just not come back. Like it was bad. It was bad because I thought that was it. I thought that was like destiny. Like I was like, if that doesn't happen, then I'm fucked. Like it's over because I don't want anybody else. I didn't want anybody else at the time. So it's just like once that didn't work, I'm like, I had trouble like foreseeing the future and like actually building myself up, like working on myself to like to realize that there's more people out there for me. But then it's just like when your first is important. Like usually you don't really forget your first, and like with her, like that was like the first person I could say I loved. So it's just like everybody has like that one, like not regret, but like they hold that to like kind of better themselves to like kind of prevent it from happening again.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And like just creating better relationships for yourself. I
Mhm.
think that's super important. And that's also the importance of influence that you guys have on each other, right? Like you guys like not force each other, but you guys
No, I would
No,
say
yeah.
I'd say force.
or,
Because
yeah,
we actively do that, as in like, because we're both very stubborn when it comes to
Our habits.
yeah.
Yeah.
So we literally like force each other to do certain things.
Yeah.
Or at least push each other to do certain things that we normally wouldn't or are against doing, even though it's the best for us,
Yeah.
because of our habits.
I think that's super important though, because there's some days where, you know, she's gonna be 80, he's gonna be 20, like he's gonna be 90, she's gonna be 10. Like,
Yeah.
it's just like giving, like, that's what it's all about. It's
Yeah. Oh, okay. I think you're talking about different things than we're talking about. We're talking about like we have or had habits
That are
that
bad.
were like bad for us in the relationship, and that we forced each other
Yeah.
to like work out, or,
like,
like stop doing them.
can I give an example?
Yeah.
So like one of my really bad examples for like early in our relationship is I would keep things to myself,
yeah.
especially if they're like things involving like between us.
Yeah,
I would like
I-
hold it off until like maybe
Until you're
like
basically
until like
explode.
yeah until
Until
I
you
explode.
Yeah, I
And it was a really bad habit,
really
and it
bad.
would like make it wasn't only taxing on me, it was taxing on him.
Yeah.
So like I had to get out of that habit, and he forced me to be like, oh, I saw that you were off, can you tell me what's wrong?
Yeah.
And it would force me to actually say
And
the problem
It
earlier.
was so mentally taxing because someone that has that habit, they're not gonna like. This is any habit. Like they're not gonna instantly just be like, oh, okay, I'll just tell you.
Yeah, it took a long
you
time.
have to push, and they're gonna be like, no, nothing's wrong, and you have to keep going, and they'll, because you build habits for so long that it's subconscious almost,
Yeah.
so you don't notice that you're doing it. It's like when you're
It's like when you have bad
angry.
form.
yeah, it's like when you're angry, you don't notice that you're doing dumb shit or saying dumb shit to people until after.
Yeah.
Because you're in that like subconscious mindset of like shit is just happening for you
Yeah.
almost.
You just see red.
Yeah.
You see red.
Like it's almost the same thing in the way of habits. Like you have to like go through a bunch of steps
Yeah.
to get to like okay, I'm like, and this normally takes like time. Like it could take up to like 30 minutes or more to go from like there's nothing's wrong to like
Yeah, I'm falling apart here,
Yeah.
brother.
Yeah.
And that comes from not wanting to be a burden to you.
Yeah,
not just that, but also that is a very like
that was like my main thing. I didn't
Yeah.
want to bother you.
Yeah. And that's so important because it's so hard. Like, I
Yeah.
understand it because it's so fucking hard. Because you're like, you don't want to come off as like high maintenance. You don't want to come off as like, oh, I'm always upset or I always have a problem with you or something like that. Because you
Yeah,
just
but,
want,
like,
yeah.
that's one step you have to take kind of mentally backwards to get forward in that relationship. Because like so
You
if
have
you
to
don't wanna
unlearn
feel like a
stuff.
burden, you have to get to the step where you can feel confident in them telling you if they're okay with you unloading on them or not.
Yeah.
Like you have to affirm that like yes, I'm mentally okay to hear what you
Yeah, exactly.
are struggling with.
But the only
Yeah.
way you can get to that step is if you do start being open.
Yeah.
Because you can't just jump from open to them being honest about you being open.
Yeah.
Because I'll be honest, well, there's a lot of times where I wasn't mentally like open
Okay.
enough to deal with your stuff,
Yeah.
but I kind of just had to like make do, because in that early stage you have to just let them open up and make do, so that you can eventually get to the stage
Yeah.
of being able to be like, okay, not right now.
I think that's super important though. Like, has anyone here watched Good Will Hunting? Have you?
No.
Got recommended that shit and I watched like yesterday. You.
Okay, yeah. Yeah. No, but I think there was a line in the movie that was super important. It was like it's usually like when your partner is vulnerable is like where you find the most like beautiful parts of them, and it's just like when you're able to open yourself up to like your partner and like basically say like whatever's going on with you, like here, like I'm a safe space where you can unload those thoughts on you, whatever it is. It's usually like when she unloads those thoughts onto you, you don't think less of her. She would think like,
Yeah.
oh, if I tell him this, like he would think I'm like whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
But like you would think of her more in a positive light than you do in a negative after.
I wouldn't say that. I would say just letting them like release those things
Yeah, that's what I
enables
mean.
them to be and stay
I'm
like
thinking of what you think of yourself, like, oh, I'm a safe space
Yeah.
for her to be
yeah,
vulnerable
but
with me.
like what you're talking about is in like I view her better because of she
No,
let me know.
no.
No, it's not necessarily that.
I would view yourself better as like
Sure.
you become
Yeah.
more mentally
Yeah.
intact with what she's trying to say
Mhm.
to you.
Yeah. Like kind of yeah.
Yeah.
Because what I was talking about is just like, because when you open up to someone, when someone opens to you, you don't see them better or worse because of it. Nothing
Yeah, 'cause
changes.
you don't know what the fuck they're gonna say.
But the other person does lose that stress, so they can become better.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
That is true.
Mm-hmm.
That's
So
why
it's not that you view them better; they literally become like.
they become more comfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's one of the main things I value. Not only in my relationships, but in friendships as well.
Yeah.
Like, I know I laugh a lot because like I laugh in the worst situations possible. But I always do help. I always try to help. I'm not even joking. I always try to help. No one actually comes for help though. I notice that unless it's really eating you up. But like I was always like, if you bring up something to me, like I can like switch like that and like start giving you like whatever I can.
Yeah, no, that's what I learned from when I was in my last relationship. That's what I learned from you actually.
Yeah.
Like rather than being like a jokester and like laughing with you and shit like that, making like do some dumb shit. There's a lot of people in this world, like specifically you, who like literally just switch up just like that and take things seriously.
Yeah.
Like there's some days where I'm just like, oh fuck this shit, da 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 da. Jenny help.
I know.
It was like so late in the night. It was like 3 a.m. And I'm not gonna lie, I unlocked that part of myself with whatever. I unlocked that part because I didn't realize that I was able to like help someone just by like the importance of just taking the time to understand someone and what they're going through goes a long fucking way. And it's like a lot of people just listen and they're kind of like okay, that's tough. Like you're just using them to vent. But with me, I always try to provide like some sort of solution or some sort of like long-term plan to get you where you need to be. And I take pride in like you chasing whatever makes you happy, because seeing you suffer is like, Jesus Christ, like actually,
My hell goes for that. I'm not gonna lie.
But you don't know what someone's going through until you know something happens or they say something, which is why it's just like I laugh a lot, but like you can literally tell me anything as long as it doesn't include murder, because I'm a snitch. But like you can tell me anything and I will try to help. It doesn't matter how embarrassing or how whatever you think it is. Like you can be like, I don't care. Like I'm not really judgmental at all. I've heard probably way worse, if anything.
You've heard everything.
I've heard anything at this point, so it's just like
It's kind of immature of me to like kind of like not take things seriously, or not really take things seriously, but more take things to account that I needed to talk to my significant other about this situation.
Yeah.
So like, and that like what I say like that during that time, I was more reliant on talking to other people rather than talking to her.
Yeah.
Which is why like hearing from you guys, taking note of like you guys really understand each other, you guys talk to each other and shit like that, based on like your problems and stuff. I lack that, and that's what sucks.
I mean, it's not easy because you
easy.
have to just because a lot of people take it as like, oh, I'm never gonna be soft or let my partner think I'm like lesser or like some shit like that.
Yeah.
But the thing is, if you don't, then you're just gonna make shit up in your head about what's happening.
Yeah.
And that's never gonna end well.
It would always just go the wrong way,
and
it would just get everything fucked up.
That's why I wanted to help, because I noticed it's like I went through the same thing with my situation. It's like I needed a me, as fucking egotistical as that sounds. In your situation, I needed a me. Like, I needed someone to help me communicate what I was actually feeling to the other person, because you not communicating anything to the other person hurts. And it's like I realized that after the fact. And I'm like, oh, that's when I had that regret. I'm like, oh, did I fuck up? Like, did I like do something wrong, something like that? And I tried to atone for it, but by then it was too late. But like that's where you learn. That's where you learn your most important lessons. I think from your failures.
I think like literally like everything you guys said, it's like it's all a collection for me. Because I mean, truth be told, I'm not really one to kind of open up onto like that kind of shit. Usually, like I'm a very reserved person when it comes to like relationships and kind of stuff. Because like I'm like just like I try to separate like everything. I try to separate my life from my social life, and then like whatever this stuff. And like like for me, it's just like I I just get like a lot of intrusive thoughts
Yeah.
in my head,
Which
especially when it
I
comes to
learned
work.
how to deal with that because what it is, it's like being vulnerable, especially with your friend, because you're always known for being like, aha, laughy, outgoing, blah blah blah, but like when you're actually like either sad or like whatever, like depressed or vulnerable, like you don't want your friends to kind of see you in that light, because when you do go back to laughing, they're always gonna think like, oh, is he really happy? Is he? It's kind of like when my brother died. It's like I didn't want to like come and serve for like sympathy and be like, have everybody be like, oh yeah, like, Jay's laughing, but like he's really sad like on the inside. I wanted people like, I think one person that really helped me through that was Max. Like I know Max since I was like a child, so it's like he knew that even though I was going through something rough, he would not be afraid to call me like a fucking bitch,
What?
yeah, like he would not be afraid. He would not treat me differently because of what I'm going through.
Okay, I see.
So it's like that's something super important that you have to do with your friends, which I wanted to incorporate, but I'm not gonna be like, yo, Justin, what's wrong with you? Are you depressed? Do you want to offer yourself? Like, no, like I want to be like a space where like you can just come to me and be like, I could laugh with you, but like, oh, if I actually need someone to talk to, or I need an opinion or anything, I could come to you for that. And that's what I am. I don't think everybody knows that, but like that's what I try to advertise myself as. But I think that's like, it's super important to just be open when you need to, because when you bottle up that shit and you have no one to talk to about it, you're gonna explode, and it sucks.
It's literally kind of
It's hard
that's
to
literally what
recover.
happened. Literally what happened with me.
Yeah, it's hard to
It's
recover.
crazy.
So
It's like-
it's good to talk about that shit sometimes.
I know it's very difficult. Like
Yeah.
it's easy. It's easy for you guys to like speak on this, and I would just be like, okay. But it's like literally every time like I've tried to like do that shit, like it doesn't work out. It's just
it used to backfire on me, but I kept trying. Like I was like, I'm gonna get it right eventually. And I started doing it with him like back in 2020. Like it was like late at night. I would sometimes join call with you, and I would just sit there, and I'm just like, should I even say something? This guy's just probably doing fuck all. And then I would just talk about it, and he would give me his opinion and blah blah blah, and I was like, okay. Like even if it was like negative on my part, I would take it into account, and I would be like, okay, that's a different perspective.
Yeah.
So it's like, that's why like even when you fight with, like, I guarantee like when you fight with your partner, it's like, it's really easy to think of like, oh, it's me versus you, that's it. But instead of just like asking yourself like, why are they angry at me? Like, not why are they angry at me? I didn't do anything. Like not like that. But it's like,
Why?
like, how do I
does
how do I see myself from her eyes?
Yeah.
Like, why is she like, why is what I'm doing affecting her in the way it is?
Mhm.
And it's just like, that's super important in like a relationship. I don't know if you guys like go through that, because you guys said you guys don't argue much.
We don't argue.
We do have disagreements.
Yes,
Like, yeah.
of course. But like, we first of all, like we said before in the beginning, we actively attempt to be as least aggressive towards each other as possible.
Yeah, which is good.
And when it comes to like disagreements or issues we have, would it be with a relationship or with the person specifically, we try to find it as like, what can both of us do to
Yeah.
help the situation, not just one person.
Yeah.
I mean, if by the end we're like, okay, only you can do something about this, then we're like, well, then you have to do something about it.
Yeah.
But if we find that it's some part of both ends that need to do something, then we try to work for that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I think that's true. I think, I don't know if you would touch on this, but like, when it comes to like being with someone for a long period of time, you kind of want to come off as like, I know you had this problem where you wanted to come off as like perfect, and if you ever got into an argument with like your girl,
It would just like
it would really fuck with you, because you're like, what am I doing wrong? It's like, oh fuck, it's super cringy, but it's like when you're playing Rock Band or like Osu, and you're trying to like full clear a song, and you miss one note, and you're like, I'm gonna fucking like, it's like that. You still did great, you just missed one note, and you're like, why am I so dog shit at this game?
Like you're beating yourself up
You're
at like
beating
one
yourself up
small
over
thing
one small
when you
thing.
don't look at the bigger picture.
Yeah, and it just starts snowballing into something worse.
Yeah.
And then then it just becomes me and you. I think if you ever insult your partner while arguing, you're throwing. Like, you're absolutely
You're throwing.
There is no reason to actually insult like
Yeah.
your partner, like, at all. Like, it doesn't matter if like, and I think wording things is especially important. Like, you're being a dick or you're acting like a dick. I think those mean two different things.
Like one's more aggressive than the other, and you want something to be more targeted.
Yeah.
Like having to like talk to someone or having to like argue with like your significant other. Like for example, well, I'm not saying that this will happen between me and her, but I'm just saying like in general, it's like if you're like ever like talking to someone like what Jay said, like if I shouldn't be throwing shame at this person, I shouldn't be calling you this and that, and you're treating me like this because you're a that. You know what I mean? You can't say that.
Literally.
Just towards someone. It's kind of fucked up.
You're throwing,
You're
trolling.
Yeah. If anything else, like I learned from my mistakes. Jay's obviously learned from his mistakes too.
Yeah.
Justin's everyone here. Like,
Everybody here learns from their mistakes.
It's like nothing can be perfect.
Yeah.
Even though like you got like. I just love you guys so much. But like,
Honestly,
We're not perfect. Far from it.
Yeah. So like literally just I'm fucked. I'm literally fucked. But at the same time, like I said, I'm glad of where I am right now. I still want to like look out for myself in terms of being in a relationship or not. It's just shit I learned from everyone else around me. It's like I take it into account. Yeah. And I just don't want to end up in a fucking like.
I think I'm ready. I think I took a long break, but like I took a long like while to actually like not commit and just think like, okay, what is it that I want? Because I don't know what I want. He made a good point. He's really fucking stupid sometimes, but he actually made such a good point at Noah's party where he's like, you're just catching, you're not shooting, and I'm like, what the fuck? What? At first I'm like, what the fuck does that mean, Kobe Bryant? That made no fucking sense to me until I went home and I sat around, I'm like, catching, not shooting. What does that mean? But it's just like, and I thought about him. He shot with Jodi, right? Like, he shot. He could have missed. Luckily, he made it. But like me, I wait and I just catch whatever comes my way. I think you do the same thing.
I do the exact same thing.
And it's just like, how are you supposed to find what you want if you just settle for what you're given? So it's just like, I'm just settling for what I'm given, and I'm wondering why it's always fucking low quality and pretty dog shit. So I'm just like, if I shoot for what I want,
there's a chance
I'll
get
it. Yeah, exactly. And that's
Blue
why
lock.
they work so well, because
Blue
he
lock.
knew what he wanted. Yeah,
Blue lock.
Literally. He knew what he wanted, and he shot for it, knowing that it fucking 50-50. She likes me or she doesn't. And that's where, like, your happiness is not just going to fall in your lap. You have to, like, kind of chase it. And I think that's what they symbolize, honestly. And I was like, okay, I'll try that. And I'm trying that. Like,
it takes time.
It takes time.
It's
a lot of experimenting, a lot of variables you got to put in. But I knew, like, I know what I want in a girl. I'm like, okay, I want a girl that's like humble, not racist, preferably lives in my city, and like, you know, like quirky and like kind of like embraces her own personality and is not trying to be like anybody else, really, and kind of just like focuses on me.
I really like that like analogy of the shooting, not catching.
Yeah, no, he kind of nailed it.
He kind of nailed it.
He was in his bag.
He was in his bag. Hold up, let him cook.
Was this during the karaoke?
This is during Noah's party.
Yeah, when we were upstairs.
Oh, when we were upstairs. Oh, I was playing Osu.
Yeah, like
pretty good analogy.
Yeah, catching and shooting. For me, it was like I'm at that point where I'm about to catch, and then I get stopped in my mind, and I'm thinking about like, okay, fuck, what happens next? What happens if this happens? What happens? Like I don't let myself like just like kind of go with the flow. Like I kind of just like I always stop myself. I'm like, shit, like.
You try to be like 10 steps ahead.
I try to be 10 steps ahead, but like negatively. It was like I started. For me, it's like I started developing feelings for a girl, and then like I slowly start to see like some of her friends' behavior, and then I'm like, shit, like what if like her friends don't like me, or it's like what if her friends like think it's again all those intrusive thoughts.
That's exactly what I was talking about when I was talking about like clearing stuff up with your partner, because if you don't, you're gonna start making shit up in your head.
Yeah.
And I did.
Yeah.
And
have you ever doubted yourself when it came to her friends liking you?
Definitely. I mean, not just that. not just that, but like almost every part of the relationship, it's gonna get to a point where, of course, you're gonna doubt either your end or their end. But if you have the like setup or the background of like being open with them, you can just let them know like, oh, I'm feeling this way. What is like your perspective on it? Or like, even if you have like an issue with something that's happening, you can be like, I don't like how this is going. I don't like how this is happening.
Mm-hmm.
Is there something we can do about it? And if it's like a big issue, then you go from there.
Yeah.
I will say though, like, on the topic of you thinking my friends don't like you, I thought you guys didn't like me.
No.
No, I actually talked to him about this. Like, he knows. I would always doubt, like, do they actually like me, or are they just like treating me nicely
Being
because
nice.
I'm your girlfriend?
Like we've had this conversation multiple times where like you guys would invite, because a lot of what we do is like open invites.
Yeah.
We're just like, we're doing this at this time, this place.
Come if you
And
want.
yeah, exactly. And she would often like not want to come at first because she was like, well, they're not inviting me. So
Yeah.
And the only
Because
reason
open
they're, like,
invites
nice,
were never like a thing
Yeah.
to me.
Yeah.
I never understood them that
and
much.
the only reason she thought you guys were being nice to her, like both in server and in real life, is just because like, oh, it's just because Rui's girlfriend and they don't actually like me as like a friend, and I had to we had to like talk through like they do literally like you, otherwise
Yeah, fuck
they
this
wouldn't
out.
talk to you.
If I wanted to be mean, he wouldn't talk. Okay,
Exactly.
That would be mean. Like, so the fact that like we actually like, no, like we fuck with you, like genuinely.
Yeah.
We knew you before you
Oh,
were.
that's-
I mentioned
fair.
that too. Like they literally talked to you before we were even together.
Yeah.
It was the intrusive
Yeah.
thoughts.
Exactly. Like that shit will happen. It's natural that'll happen. You just have to be able
Yeah.
to clear it up.
Yeah, clearing it up. Very important.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think to kind of end things off here, is there like one thing that you guys have kind of learned, like just kind of going through life, relationships, anything that you just want to kind of just like put out there?
You want to go first?
Don't assume shit. Ask the person
Literally.
about it. Like it's not even just a relationship. It's just like, because
Better
people,
to ask.
yeah, because people, you assume people would know, but you
They really don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
no.
Like this could go for a job, for a relationship, for a friendship, for literally anything. Just like if you want a raise, ask for a raise. They're not gonna just give it to you. You have to like let them know. Give it a push. If you're in a relationship and you have an issue, let them know. You'll work it out with them. Don't just like expect it to happen, because shit just does not just happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on that?
On what he said, or like my own
Just
thing?
your own thing.
My own thing. Well, it's kind of separate, like a completely different topic. But in terms of mental health, if it's important, like when you're before you go into a relationship, that like you're like aware of your mental state.
Yeah.
Because if you're not if you're not aware of how you are mentally, and you're not self-reflecting on like, oh, this is how I am, this is how I might be around people,
Yeah.
especially if I bring them close. If you're not aware of that, it's going to affect your relationships a lot. In my experience.
Mm-hmm.
So before you get into a relationship, it's important that you are self-aware,
Yeah.
and like you develop that skill of like analyzing like, oh, this is why I feel this way, or this is how I can handle how I'm feeling in the moment.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I was
Just handling that before you get into a
touching
relationship.
on that, I was saying before you hop in a relationship, it's important to be happy with yourself before you like commit
Go
to somebody.
somewhere else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why, like how I said in the beginning, that if Rui asked me at any other time to go on to like date, I would have said no, because I was in a really bad state.
Yeah.
But in 2020, like in the summer, I was like thriving, and I was doing really well with my self-reflection. So you're there
Man.
now though. You're there now
But
though.
There
in
now.
2020, I wanted to fucking. I was like, I suck, bro. I did not like myself in 2020.
Well,
You're there now
Anything-
though. You're there now.
Anything you
For relationships?
Oh, I thought you were saying like in that.
I would just say don't be afraid to love. As corny as that sounds, I think a lot of people are afraid of getting rejected. A lot of people don't think much of themselves. Their confidence are lacking, or whatever. I just think like, as long as you take care of yourself generally, and like go for things you genuinely like. Don't just go like, her house is big, let's do it. Like no, like no. You have to be more in depth with what you want from someone, because like especially if you're gonna be there for a long time. I just think don't be afraid to like, yeah, don't be afraid to commit. That's what I basically learned throughout my time.
Mm.
For me, it's just like, especially, not that. I don't want to say it's like a long time ago. It's just more just like, it's been a minute since like I actually like legit love somebody, It's more just like through the entire relationship, it's kind of like I repeated many times already. Just like learn from your mistakes, and honestly, just don't be so immature about certain situations. Kind of like face it front, you know.
Yeah.
Like don't be a bitch about it. I don't know. It's just that's the only thing I really thought about like a really long time. So
For sure.
it's just like learn from your mistakes. Just face things front. Just don't be a bitch about it. That's for me. What you?
I think that's pretty much the same thing for me. I've kind of went like my whole like experience with all my experience. I've just kind of been like glass half empty, just thinking about like whatever, like what if. I just kind of have to like, I kind of just have to go in like knowing that like, or I have to go in and just like accept that shit will happen,
Yeah.
but like not in the sense of like, okay, like it's not gonna work out.
Yeah.
I'm just like I kind of have to go in like a neutral
Like
state of mind.
autopilot.
Yeah.
Not really autopilot, but like I need to be like focused and like I need to like know what I want and like what I like. Yeah, I just want to know what I want to get out of like whatever it will be, and then kind of just like if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. Like I can't keep beating myself up over it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And just overall, I have no regrets. In my opinion. I think.
No regrets.
I think when you're with someone and you break up and you're like, oh, I fucking regret that whole relationship. I feel like do you though?
Oh yeah.
You always learn
You
something.
always take something from like, at least even the happy moments. It's good to take that, at least the happy moments, and like just move on with it and not say like, oh, you regret the entire experience, because the truth is you don't. You just say that because you're upset. But I think regardless of what happens, negative or positive, it shapes who you are now.
Exactly.
So like,
You keep swinging the mic. It's so.
I don't know, because it's like
Yeah, it's like this guy's trying to move away. It's like
But like, yeah.
He's still doing
Okay.
yeah, I'll hold it for you.
No, it's. We're gonna finish with us?
Yeah. Oh my God. I think we ended there.
2 hours.
2 hours.
Oh,
2 hours.
Another 2-hour podcast
Another
for Nameless
2 I
Podcast.
know. No, that was not 30 minutes. Okay, but like the thing is, for at least for this episode, it was like actually like we actually I think we're coming out of this episode. Yeah, I think coming out of this episode, we've all learned something. It's not just like
Pizza.
It's like, what the fuck?
yeah,
Not
it's
just
just like
pizza.
it's not
Pizza.
wings. Yeah, it's just like
It was. I think it was a meaningful episode. It was
Yeah.
Honestly, Rui, Jodi, appreciate it.
yeah. Thank
Appreciate
you.
it.
All good.
Let's have
All
a
good.
round of applause.
Round of applause.
All good.
Thank you guys again. Another 2-hour episode.
2 hours.
Another
Good luck,
2 hours
Justin.
episode. Yeah. I mean, again, okay, maybe there actually might be some stuff that I have to edit out, but anyways,
Doxing.
we've already doxed ourselves at this point, though, so it's just like fuck the free world, you know. what I'm
Bleeping
saying?
names. If we said names.
If we said
we said names, but not like relevant to anything.
Who knows?
We'll figure it out.
we'll figure it out. We're learning as we go.
Guys,
Anyways, yeah.
thank you so much for watching this 3rd episode of the Nameless Podcast.
Nameless Podcast.
My name is Peter.
Jay.
Justin
And
Really?
Jody.
that was your Nameless Podcast. Bye.
wake up! Wake up! Wake up!
Wake up.
I didn't take a piss.